Hello and welcome to the ExtremeZPodcast, the only Dokkan podcast making your favorite talk show format relevant again. I'm your host, Epic Mewtwo.
And I'm your co-host, Kayvon, and I should be sounding a little differently.
Yes, the homie is sounding cleaner than last time. we got our boy a brand new mic. So technically, I have to hit my boy up in the DMs. We have to change the art.
Oh, true.
Because it's not accurate anymore.
Oh, you're right. Oh, no.
Yeah, we got to fix it.
I didn't think of that.
You got to have the snowball on the table now rather than the headphones. But anyway, stay hydrated. And that's going to be like our other meme with the podcast where whenever we drink water, just like, stay hydrated, kids.
Speaking of hydrated, after the news,
oh my,
for an interview with Hydrate.
You clown, yes.
Plugs.
Today, we have an interview with the homie Hydrostokes Art, the creator of the Change Injection mod Trident. And the interview, whoa, that was really weird. I breathed in the middle of my word. The interview was a very interesting one. It was actually a lot of fun. We learned a lot. It is definitely a little bit of a longer one. It's 2 hours rather than like an hour and a half or an hour. We hope you guys stick around nonetheless. It is definitely worth the watch, I feel. Or, well, listen, rather. And, yeah, I guess let's hop into the news. Shout out
with JP, as per usual.
Yes, and shout out to the homie Hydros for coming on.
Definitely.
Let's go ahead, then, and start. We do have quite a bit-ish of info on JP. A lot of stuff happened since the last podcast episode. We are going to try and go through it a little bit quicker just because the interview. But, excuse me, there was actually, funny enough, a lot of stuff that happened on the day that we uploaded the podcast. Go figure what,
Yeah, of course.
That's literally our luck. Looks like there was a couple of glitches that were on JP. Some stuff with the speed, it looked like... on the map or in the game, basically, like the speed up feature wasn't working is what it looks like. Then there was also the change in icons for the medals, which was really weird. We still don't know why they did that. Version 4.5.1 was released, which is really cool. That brought with it even more space for items, which is always much appreciated. Yeah. And as well, some characters didn't work on a category. It was the Broly thing. But either way, though, that's been fixed now. Moving on, though, we had Bulma's Genius Battle Prep happen. Another notice that was, I believe, just saying, hey, don't tamper with the game.
Yeah.
Which... I mean, no one stopped anyway. Thank you, Bandai. But we did have the World Tournament come and go, the 31st World Tournament, with the banners being held for a little bit afterward. We did have some maintenance, and then after the maintenance came a little bit of teaser of the brand new Prime Battle Cell, as well as the new
amazing art.
The new story event, all of the new Easy A's, and then we of course had Piccolo's new event. Very, very cool. Another issue that was happening with JP. That was, it looks like something to do with Tanabata login bonus, but stones were given as compensation, so
nice.
Glad that they fixed that. And then we had, this was pretty cool. So if you guys remember, when JP had his 4th year anniversary, Global was sending energy to JP by consuming stamina. And this is the same thing happening now where JP is sending Global energy by using stamina. So that was really pretty good. I hope some people made memes about that because I remember the name was like, so you've come to me for help, So pretty good there. Nonetheless, though, we do have oh boy, Goku Van Boss Rabbit. Hey. Then we also had a do not succumb to the heat.
Very informative.
Let's Tusuko play a campaign to blow off a new event. Lots. Hot.
Hot. That's hot.
That's hot. So yeah, so the new summer vacation campaign has begun for JP. Apparently, the reason why it starts now is because Japan's summer vacation starts in late July.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I know that in the States it's usually like late June, early July, which is kind of interesting. But either way, though, new login bonus, new missions, which is cool. Little bit of a bonus extra login thing there too for the beginning of the celebration. And then we had the Piccolo event announced, which is super cool. Definitely excited about that.
Very good card.
Yes, very good card. The nail that came with him as well. Super, super solid. Very excited to have both of them in the game. We also had a new category introduced with the Piccolo. Besides him being the leader for the Namekian category, we also have the Rivals category, which is a very jank category because there's some characters that should definitely be in it, but aren't. And then we also had another super sale that was not actually a super sale. We had...
When are they ever?
I'm not going to complain about it anymore because there's no point. Nothing's going to happen. Piccolo event came out. LR Prime Battle Cell event came out. Story event for Cell came out. Extreme Z Awakening came out. Another round of Battlefield memes. We had the Frieza story return. Ginyu Force story return. Gohan story return. And then later... this week, after this podcast is uploaded, the STR Cell EZA will be coming, which is going to be
that'll be nice to see.
Yeah, he has been terrible for a very long time. So this will, of course, give him a great revival as well. Obviously, we have Vegeta on his banner, which is kind of an interesting choice. Nonetheless, though, still kind of excited to see what will be else on the banner. It's always kind of interesting to see. And then we also have the... what is that category?
That is Future.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. So that'll probably be super effective to sell, just like always.
Yeah, it will.
And then obviously the Cell Dokkan event is going to be here while that's here. And then with that... so this is like part 2, basically. Some GT story events coming back. And then the 21 Weekend Stones, which is very, very nice. As always... and then besides that, we did have... oh, right. So this was very important. So I think I mentioned, actually, I goofed this up earlier. So when I said login bonus, missions, and then a special thing for first logging in, that was my mistake. It's login bonus, the normal one, missions, and then they also brought back what was here. When did this was here originally? The Hercule login bonus event. Thank you. The Hercule login bonus event, where you get a random login bonus every day on top of the normal one. You have a chance to get a, what do you call it? Like, a bigger login bonus. And it's kind of cool because you can get like a cracked screen login bonus. Which is super
you get
dope.
7 stones and 3 Ks.
Yes, very, very
otherwise,
nice.
you get at least 1 extra stone. So
which is cool.
It's not terrible, but if you're like me and get 4 stones 4 days in a row, or 3 or 1 stone 4 days in a row.
I know what you meant.
It's not fun.
Yeah. Big sad. But anyway, really cool that they brought that back. Why now? No clue. But then, anyway, besides all of that, everything else came out. We did have another issue on JP. Seems like a lot of issues this time, actually. Let's see. Looks like a passive skill error that was fixed.
Oh.
So that's cool. And then Dragon Ball Super Volume 10 released. Cool.
Nice.
They did give out some Dragon Stones, though, which is really cool nonetheless. Just weird to see a little bit of a manga promo in the news. And then so this is actually really cool. This is a reminder to use your Tanabata Wish tickets because they expire on the 6th. And then also, this is really cool. I don't think they've ever done something like this before. They did a popularity list of the most popular characters picked in the Tanabata tickets. And
interesting.
Honestly, that's super dope. I hope that they do stuff for like this, or stuff like this for the red stone and the blue stone and the purple stone in the future,
Yeah.
because I think it would be really interesting to see.
It also helps people know what to choose, too.
Right. So, interestingly enough, the number one pick is kind of a surprise, but in 7th place, because it was 7 and up, we had Fizz Go Tanks, otherwise known as Seal Tanks. In 6th place, we had Topo. In 5th place, we had EZA Family Kamehameha Goten. In 4th place, we had AGL Golden Frieza. In 3rd place, Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the one that EZA's. In 2nd place, we had the Goat Weirus. And in 1st place, we had EZA Trunks. Very, very interesting. I kind of didn't expect Trunks to be the most popular.
Well, I mean, he is really good at DZA, so I'm kind of not surprised. I'm surprised Weirus is above Vegeta, in all honesty.
Probably people haven't been able to pull him.
True, maybe. I mean, well, oh yeah, Weirus, true, yeah.
Also, AGL Golden Frieza kind of surprises me.
Yeah, that's a yikes from me, Chief.
Yeah, I would think that most people would have him. I don't know.
Or
Also,
not want him.
Seal Tanks is kind of like fallen off a little bit as of recent. He's not terrible by any means. But, I mean, yeah, but still kind of weird that he would be over. Well, let's see. We have the rest of the units right here. Chow Man. No, like Champa. 100% I would pick Champa over him. Or like the support Gohan is even a good option. The cooler movie Goku that now EZA's. Hello, he's like the best Super Saiyan Goku in the game now. Yeah. A couple other options in here, but just to throw some out there. Interesting though, nonetheless. Like Dispo, why would Dispo not be picked over him? No. Very weird. But anyway though, very, very cool that they did that. Always love when they do a little bit of uniqueness for, whatever in Dokkan. Again, I do hope that they end up doing this for stuff like this in the future. Definitely when we get tickets again, and definitely
definitely
for
sorry about that.
No, you're good. For like stones and whatnot. Like when they give
hopefully
us like,
which will be soon.
Yeah, let's see. Or let's see. We'll see is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, hit us with that global, my boy. Because we're done with JP.
Alright, so let me just to make sure. Alright, so the STR summon the STR character summon went live. They fixed the issue with B-Pan's essay, which now she's super early again. We got the new Punch and Event stages live, and the part 2 of the 4th year anniversary started.
Nice.
We got the second new bonus movie. The second part of the login bonus, second part of the missions. This is interesting. We got completely new sales for the GT Baby, or the GT Trio and Baby Banner. While JP only got 2 new sales, we got a full list.
Sad JP hours.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Cry if you up.
We got the Go Dragon Ball Hunt campaign, Wish Upon an Eternal Dragon, the Shenron story event, a global campaign to defeat Sin Shenron, which, spoiler, we failed that, but oh well.
Really? Oh, that was the Facebook campaign, right?
Yeah.
Well,
which, funny thing, people theorize that they set the light goal so high compared to the first one, because technically Gogeta didn't defeat Technically Gogeta didn't defeat Omega. So maybe they wanted to force people to lose, and we're going to get a secret third step or something, but who knows.
To be fair, I did kind of see an opinion on Twitter that I sort of agreed with.
Hit us with it. Why not?
That the demographic that Dokkan is trying to hit doesn't really use Facebook anymore. So it should sort of be a wake-up call for Bandai that maybe Facebook isn't the place to do campaigns because not as many people will see it as other social media sites.
Well, so here's the thing.
I don't know if that, I mean, that wasn't my opinion. I'm just saying I saw it.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, but like, one thing is like, what else would they use?
Just make a Twitter account.
JP uses Twitter.
So what?
That's probably why they don't use Twitter.
I mean, every other gacha game under the sun has a global version and a Japanese version. Dragalia Lost, Fire Emblem. I don't know if Fate Go does or not. Masters, Pokemon Masters has one.
I don't know, man. That's Akatsuki, not me.
Yeah, I don't know. Either
The
way,
second thing
though.
is everybody who plays Dokkan should have a Facebook account either way.
True. Maybe that is their mindset.
So there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, I wouldn't say there's no excuse because, I mean, you just have the account and you don't necessarily log into it. I mean, I never go on Facebook.
Like,
I only go on Facebook for like the mobile game whale group to see updates on their resin statues, to talk to William on there, and once in a while to like check in on a Facebook group that I'm in. But other than that, I never ever look at it.
Everybody at least has a Facebook account to like link their Dokkan to.
True.
So it literally takes 2 seconds to log in and like a post.
Right. I don't know.
That and people tend to not talk about how the Facebook, let's say just the Facebook Dokkan community, thought it was a good joke to intentionally mess up the answers.
Nice. Wait,
because you needed to, yeah.
Do oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fiddlesticks. How much interaction do the posts get normally though, like compared to tweets? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know, but we haven't failed. This is like the second one we failed.
But that's what I'm saying. I do think that even though that opinion wasn't mine, I definitely agree with it to an extent because a lot of the people in our age group don't really use Facebook regularly.
Yeah, fair enough.
The joke is sort of that like old people use Facebook, but unfortunately there is some truth to that.
So as I was saying before, I just want to get out there. Basically, like, for those who don't know, you had to comment like Big Bang Kamehameha for it to count.
Yeah.
Like Big Bang Kamehameha times 100. People thought it would be a fun idea to type in times 100 final shine attack.
That is kind of funny, though.
Majority of the comments, though.
Yikes.
So, blame the Facebook Dokkan community, as per usual. Anyhow, new story of Enter Vegeta Jr.
Sounds like the Reddit.
Even the Reddit isn't that loud, dude. Oops, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
That was a weird noise in the mic.
All right.
Anyhow.
Yeah, continue.
Vegeta Jr. is easy. I went live along with a story event, punch event again. I already said it. The GT Ultimate Clash arrived. The top legendary summon, as people have been memeing about it.
I hate that name. It's so bad.
I mean, what's it called in JP again?
Just a legendary summon banner, I think.
No, it was like double legendary summon or something.
Yeah.
It was peak legendary summon.
Oh. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the fair translation, I guess.
Still weird that it just says top. Yeah. I mean, Topo's not even on the banner.
I know, right? I was about to make that joke. Alright, Elder Kai banner is back again. This is a first for Global, the Golden Weekend missions. This is the first time we've gotten this. It was like a JP only thing for a while.
Wait, Golden Weekend? What do you mean?
You know how JP got like 21 stones over a weekend? Like, literally, you just mentioned it. Global got that now.
Yeah.
This is the first time Global's gotten that.
Interesting. I just usually call it the 21...
I mean, it's certainly called Golden Weekend Mission, so I mean, blame Akatsuki.
Also, I'm looking at the banner. The DBZ translation literally is Top Legendary Advent. So I guess they weren't far off.
Yeah. But anyhow, that's on Global now, which is cool. Another thing we're prying from JP's cold, not game-ended hands.
Got him.
And then the Fizz banner is coming and the Int banner. So that's it from part 2 of the new celebration. Everything from part 1 is still active. We have the login bonus. And, can I get a...
Is that it?
Mostly, we have some issues that were fixed. Goku's active skill was fixed, where if he KO'd an enemy, it was just a blank screen.
Nice.
Just a white screen, so it was weird.
That's cool.
And an issue is found with Oob's transformation, so That was fixed too. And that's about it.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Alright.
server mate. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, there's a bit more.
Nope, sorry.
Oh, boy. The Super Ultra Spirit Bomb Challenge was issued and accomplished by now.
Mm-hmm. The one that we talked about with JP.
Yeah. Oh, and Global hit top grossing again. I completely missed that. Whoopsies.
Wow.
But yeah, so the campaign for the
top grossing for 4s or new LRs?
New LRs. 30 stones, 30 tickets, and miscellaneous stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, so we got... Oh yeah, and Omega Generals eat... this is where I missed, my bad. Let me go over this. The Shadow Dragon Hunt campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Shadow Dragon story event. Some special missions, the ExtremeZ Battle, and the Spirit Bomb Challenge, which we completed. It got enough energy for the Super Ultra Spirit Bomb, thanks to Global and JP working together. Sounds like right out of an anime.
Yeah, really.
And then we have the server maintenance announcement. For what, we don't know, but it's coming on the 7th, so that's interesting. And then the Golden Weekend missions went live, so you can get 20 stones up to, I don't know. Yeah, you get 20 stones in Kais.
Interesting.
And there's one thing I wanted to mention before anything else.
I know exactly what you're going to say. Share it.
Dokkan has stated Heroes is officially coming to Global.
Yeah, boy is excited about that.
The trap, the absolute trap that's going to be. It hurts.
So why are people saying that? Explain.
This is filler before 300 mil.
Right.
100%.
Which is also funny enough. People are saying that Piccolo is a trap banner before 300
but
mil.
Here's the thing, though.
No, I'm just sharing the fact.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, even if it's a trap, there is a high chance it'll be 30 stone multis for the first 3 multis on those banners.
Which I would recommend doing if I were you. And
if it is the banner that JP got with it, where it's world mission themed, it just has everything else on it. I would say even if you're saving that 200 stones for the GLR banner whenever it might come out, do the 90 on that. Do yourself a favor. Half of those units, like most of those units, are amazing. Great units to have. Oh, goodness, hiccups. Yeah, they're all great units to have, especially if it's discounted. Go ahead and do it. If it's not, then choose wisely. And there is a chance that they might be added to the general pool now.
Pray. Big pray.
There is a big chance.
Praying emojis in the chat.
Exactly. So, that is it for global news.
And that is it for the news in general.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because it almost slipped my mind.
Yeah.
But
almost slipped my mind.
Good. Now, we're going to move on to the second half of our podcast. Again, hopefully you guys stick around for it. The interview was a blast. We had a lot of fun with the homie Hydros. Yes, and very eye-opening as well. If you're at all interested in, just really cool Dokkan projects, and specifically the Dokkan modding scene, you're going to want to cop a listen. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is to watch that ad.
You guys better watch it. You already know. I'm not gonna say it. Watch it.
Alrighty, and we are back. Hope you enjoyed that wonderful advertisement from our friends.
I don't hope you better have enjoyed.
No, let them.
I'm still forcing it.
Let them have free will.
No, you are all sheep.
Oh no! All right, well, moving on from that. You've been playing too much Minecraft today.
You're right. Actually, I didn't realize what I said. Whoops.
Yikes. We do have an interview guest with us today. It has been a while since we have done an interview, so I'm actually really excited to do it. We have the man, the myth, the legend, the man of many talents. No, come on, you can't do it like that. We have Hydros here with us. Say hello.
I'm sorry, I had to.
What's going on, guys? My name is D-Free.
Wow, I can't believe... Wait, dang it. I mistyped it in the title then. That should say D-Free, my bad.
No, we have Hydros.
Really, my name is Hydros. Pedros.
Pedro. See, that is what we should be calling you. That's true. That is.
No, I don't need that to start being an official thing.
I'm not gonna lie. That whenever we talk about you when we're in VC, that's what we call you.
Of course it is.
You can
I
blame.
don't doubt it.
You can blame. You can blame Poppy D for that one.
Oh, I'll have a good talk with Poppy D.
Good. All right. Well.
Oh, this is gonna be one heck of a podcast.
Oh yeah. We're going to ask you a couple different kinds of questions. First, we're going to ask you some Dokkan-related questions, then some kind of Dragon Ball-related stuff, then some stuff about your mainly like YouTube side of stuff that's also going to kind of feed into you specifically, which is going to be a lot of your other projects, because I know you are all over the place when it comes to being a part of the Dokkan community. So, let's get started.
One way to put it.
Yeah, in a good way, all over the place. Definitely not in a bad way. But anyway, my Majin friend, would you like to start?
Of course. All right. So first question is, how did you find out about Dokkan, and where did you first hear about it?
Dokkan. I remember seeing the game on the Play Store when it first came out. I've had the game installed since it first came out, and that's when I first started playing it. But I never played, I guess, seriously. I always really just kind of opened the game. It's like, oh, I got 5 stones, let me summon, and I did that, and then I just stopped, and then I just closed the game out because I never bothered to learn what it was.
I got you. So was that like global first?
Yeah, I was a global first. Then I started talking to some of my other friends who'd played Dokkan a lot more, and got a lot more into the game, and then I looked at like the subreddit, and then I looked at all the Twitter and the Dokkan YouTubers and stuff like that to learn about the game a little bit more, and that's basically it.
Here we are.
Nice.
Interesting. So you were a day one. Wait, how do you know 1,000-day Goku if you're at the day one?
I didn't open the game a lot of days.
Ooh, I see.
I downloaded it day one, but I didn't open it every day.
Gotcha.
How many days are you at then?
I think my global is at like 770 something. I just passed 777.
Okay,
so I'm close.
Yeah,
I'm almost there. I'm like 1 year left.
1 year.
A year of logging since you were.
That's crazy. So you missed an entire year of celebrations, kind of.
I seriously started playing the 2-year anniversary when the SSJ4s came out.
Okay. Fair enough.
The first ones. So I spent a lot just trying to get one SSJ. I think I went 1,300 stones before I even pulled one Super Saiyan 4.
Jeez.
Wow!
Before I pulled my first one on either banner, I think I pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku first, and then I think 2 multis after that I did on Vegeta, and then I got SSJ 4 Vegeta.
How did you not get?
Was 2 years still 10% rates?
I don't remember. I think this was before GSSR too.
Yeah, obviously. But I think it was still 10% rates back then. Shoot,
I think so. How did you not get discouraged?
Because I really wanted them.
You of all people asking that.
True.
I actually remember when I started JP. I started JP when SS3 Broly came out.
Wow.
What a way to start.
Actually, I did a summon video for him as well, and it was pretty good.
Nice.
I pulled him first multi. I think it was first multi.
Nice. That's
first
awesome.
video, first multi. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I got you. All right, cool. So I think this should be an obvious question. But what version of Dokkan do you play, and what do you prefer, and why?
Currently, I play the JP version a lot more. One, because it gets everything freaking first.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of the obviously there's exclusives between both versions. Like Global has the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas that no one will ever get apparently on JP, but hint at a project later. But I play JP a lot more just because of like Heroes, which hopefully will eventually come to Global because of the game on Switch.
Yeah, there's probably a chance now with the Universe Mission Story event, thankfully.
Mainly because everything is over there first, and because how far ahead they actually are.
Right.
That's fair.
And I mean, they are like literally a day ahead of us.
They've closed the gap quite a bit though.
True.
Since I started JP.
It used to be like,
but it's still significant.
6 months, right, or 4?
The gap now is around 4.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're really caught up on Dokkan Fest specifically.
True.
By like some story stuff, like Where's Janemba? Everybody's been saying it.
Good question.
Janemba's
Oh yeah,
gone?
they still haven't released Easy Janemba, have they?
Nope. Hopefully after 4th year. Cross my fingers.
Global got the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. They don't need Easy Janemba.
Exactly. They have STR. He's better.
Oh, yikes. That's a hot take.
I actually have my STR one Rainbow on Global. So I'm not mad.
Neither am I.
No, he's definitely not bad.
I mean, he's not bad, but Janemba's better. But anyways. So, what's next? Here we go. Why, or rather, when did you start spending on the game?
Oh,
and why?
well, kind of answer that, right?
I mean, yeah, you did say Super Saiyan 4s, right?
Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is when I first spent any money on the game.
So why was that your decision then?
Money. Because I really wanted the Super Saiyan 4. So
But, like-
exactly why I started
but, like-
spending.
Because I really wanted monkeys.
But, like, you know, why not, like, I don't know, a different character? Like, what was so special about the Force? Just because it was the 2nd year anniversary?
GT, even though it's not canon, and a lot of people can say it's bad, the Super Saiyan 4 transformations are probably the most creative transformations out of any of the Super Saiyans.
I can agree with
I
that.
can definitely agree with that, yeah.
Granted, at the time, Super Saiyan 3 was cool. Super Saiyan Blue, I like the blue hair, but again, it's just Super Saiyan with blue hair dye, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
There's really no creativeness to it.
At least Super Saiyan God still
Force
had
brought
built
a lot of creativity into the series with that. And I
True.
wish and I hope Super would eventually acquire that. Like, you know how Broly has them, the Fury form eyes? They look like
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 4 eyes, by the way.
Broly could tap into Super Saiyan for it by, like, GT logic, because, like, the whole thing is, like, overcoming the, like, ferocity of the Great Ape.
And
And,
near
like-
the end, he kind of did.
And he kind of, like, he already has, like, Great Ape in human form, so, like, just that little bit extra could make him...
Yeah, didn't they say that
Monkey
in the
Man.
movie?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tapped into the Great Ape Fury without transforming.
Which is terrifying to
Something
think
along
about.
those lines.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Interesting.
Like, that could hint at another the Super Saiyan 4's
That
coming
would be
somewhere.
nice.
Or a form of Super Saiyan 4.
Right.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome. I definitely think that people would like that. But,
definitely.
But that is why I spent on the game. That was
Okay.
because I really like the transformations. And
Gotcha.
that's where
That's
that
cool.
came from.
cool. So, this is actually a question, I don't know if I've actually ever seen you answer before. What's your favorite LR, TUR, and team to run in the game?
Favorite LR. Right now, it's LR Tech Broly.
Thank God you didn't say Kale and Khalifa. No.
I don't care to use them
Crisis
because
averted.
I hate sitting through their attacks. It's
Yeah.
annoying to sit there and just watch it go and go and go
That
and
feels
go
like
and
a hot
go.
take.
With their 26 line passive, it's just like I don't want to watch it.
That's fair.
It put a bad taste in my mouth, so
I
to
gotcha.
speak, because it looks boring just sitting there like, okay, when's this movie gonna be over?
Oh, yeah, I can understand that.
TUR, probably DBS Gogeta,
Okay. Fair
Okay.
pick.
and if that wasn't a hit, my favorite team is probably Fusion.
Okay. Fair enough.
because
And
I
of
really
culture
like
as well, I see.
True, you were talking about how much you like Gogeta earlier.
I do. Vegeto's trash.
Hey!
Hot take.
No.
Yeah.
Vegeta's cool. I just like Gogeta's like personality and how his character is. DBS Gogeta specifically, because in the first one he like had nothing.
Yeah. Personality of Gogeta and Fusion Reborn.
He had like one line, and that
Yeah.
was like all of his personality.
I thought you were going to say
But I still liked
physique.
His physique.
Yeah.
It's that vest, man.
True.
Yup.
Oh.
It's revealing.
100%. By the way, I
to say the least.
can already hear the YouTube comments section typing about that
boy.
Vegito hot take.
Yup. All right.
But Vegeto's better because this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, stop it.
More counters.
I think
All right.
didn't Toriyama like actually come out and say that they were on par with each other
Did he?
or something along those lines? I remember something. Maybe I miss.
I have no idea, honestly.
I don't know. I thought I remember something about Toriyama saying something about like Potara and Fusion Dance being the same ish.
Interesting.
Well,
Either way.
we'll just believe it.
Yeah. Believe it.
Believe it,
Better
yes.
believe it.
All right. Next up, we have how do you feel about the quality of free to play cards and how they improved?
Well, I remember when I first started, the LR Goku and Frieza was abysmal to grind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot like story event free to plays. They've added a lot since I started. Like there wasn't really many to go around. Now there's EZA free to play cards, the Gogeta free to play base form, the second form Frieza, which both of those are pretty decent. So I mean,
and now on the right teams,
like
most of them can. Do you have anything else to say? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, I said I'm good. That's it.
Oh,
okay.
That was an awkward pause. I was gonna say that at least now all free-to-play units, especially the EZAs, on their respective 170 teams can all hit well over 1 million, which is crazy by standards that were 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
100%.
You can easily take on a lot of the events now.
Yeah,
unless it's the UI Goku, the hard one, whatever it's called.
Someone has beaten that free to play. Someone has beaten that free to play.
Oh, I know. It's probably
it took
trash to try.
It took the stars aligning, but it's
possible. I have 6 item slots.
Hey, stop it! Not allowed. I'm reporting you to the Bandai spot.
But what if he is the Bandai spot?
Oh no!
No one will ever know.
Why do you think he has access to everything?
You're right. Alright.
Yikes.
Here's the next one for you.
Okay, so I think this is probably an obvious answer. Everyone that we've had on has kind of said the same thing, but would you still play Dokkan if it wasn't a Dragon Ball themed game?
Like if it was a different anime?
Sure.
If it's a different anime or just a new IP. So.
I mean, I've probably tested any all gacha games that have come out so far. So yeah, I'd probably give it a shot.
Okay. Even if it has the same gameplay?
If it's the exact same gameplay, maybe. I'm really not a fan of the bubble popping, but I've just got so accustomed to it.
Yeah. No, that struck a chord with my soul. It
is a bubble popper. That's what it is.
True.
Yeah,
it's like playing Candy Crush almost.
True.
With some vague team building aspects that don't matter very much.
Yeah, otherwise you get a base form Spirit Bomb Goku just wrecking your face for 56 million damage.
Yeah, but it's Ghost Ushers.
Yeah, I wish I had those.
Oof. Well, hey.
I wish I had the flute item when I faced a Rudigon. But...
I know you had your 6 items, so I started just get more.
now I have infinite items, so.
I appreciate you getting closer to the mic for that one.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, don't stop. Yamate.
Is this better?
Those beautiful
ASMR podcast. Let's go.
No, please. All right, moving on.
Everyone wants this podcast. Let me caress your ears.
Oh boy, this is going off the rails very quickly. So, who's your favorite Dokkan YouTuber?
Favorite Dokkan? You can't make me choose.
I'm making you choose.
You free as watching.
Yo, Poppy D, get ready.
As funny as it is, and I mean, yeah, there probably is bias towards it, but yeah, Deep Fruit probably is my favorite Dokkan YouTuber because of how informative he can get with the videos, and he just doesn't go for just all out damage. He uses units that you wouldn't actually normally see sometimes. I know because I've built teams for him before, so it's he uses a lot of units that's not normally seen anymore, or units that you wouldn't expect to see anymore. So he gives a little bit of a fresh take sometimes too. So
I can respect that.
Probably is my favorite one to watch.
That's cool.
It's always nice when a YouTuber doesn't sandwich a unit between 2 supports trying to showcase them.
Whoa, call out
someone. Someone, but
then if you had to choose someone besides D-Free, who would it be? Uh-oh.
Does Hydros count?
Yes.
No.
Hydros plays.
I think the first one that I watched was Nano.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of Nano's content now just like some of the edits and stuff, it's really just funny to watch. So I enjoy watching his too.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer. We're on what's that show called?
I watch everybody, but not on everyone's awesome. But you know,
Yeah.
Right.
that's
No,
just
100%.
who I watch a lot usually.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know, hearing because, you know, you're kind of like in the space and like, I mean, I would certainly say that you're at least a big name in our community.
Oh, definitely.
So, you know, it's just
However
interesting.
good or bad that is.
True. Apparently, it's not good enough for YouTube. But no, I don't mean. I just think it's interesting hearing what other people think about, you know, just like other content creators like in the community. Anyway, though, this one, well, this is actually a good question for you since you're messing with the game all the time.
Oh,
if you could add one thing to Dokkan, what would it be?
You know, I actually don't know.
What?
One thing I would add to Dokkan. I'd probably remove the stupid bubble popping.
Then we wouldn't have a game.
And put in. I don't know best way to describe it. Like an actual attack based system, to where I don't know how to really describe it. Like you can do like, you know, normal attack, and then you build up to where you can do your super, and then or build up to an ultra super and fighting a unit like that. Something like that. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it.
I think I know what you're going for.
Is there a gacha game you're
Does
thinking
Masters have Masters? I think you like the Pokemon attacks and stuff.
I haven't played it yet
I don't know
because
how
I
they
was
work
waiting
with
for the official release, which I know is dumb.
I actually haven't played it. I've just been like looking at screenshots people have been posting, so I don't actually know how that works, even though I've downloaded it. But my work internet when I was using it was so awful, I just didn't bother.
Gotcha.
And I haven't bothered since.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
Interesting.
Other than that, if I could add something besides that, if I could add something to Dokkan,
You could be like a card, a different game mode, anything you could think of.
Oh, I know. The ability to use multiple characters of the same name.
Yes.
Like in Blazing. There we go. But I
Like
know
the
how
world
broken
was
that can be. But only have a certain mode. Like I maybe like the UI Goku one. Maybe something like that.
Technically,
or a harder event.
Battlefield.
Well,
But-
Battlefield, yes, but you can't like have
Like not the exact.
you can't have AGL Vegito, Super Vegito, and Physical Super Vegito
No,
on
you
the
can.
same team. Oh, you can?
Yeah, it's just you can't have like the exact same card. Like you can't have two AGL Super Vegetos. Unless
well,
one
never
is
mind.
you are.
Well, Battlefield can do. I mean, besides Battlefield,
Yeah, it would be nice if that
honestly
was
not hard
more
anyway.
something.
True. And also it's like Battlefield's kind of a different not a different game mode. I mean, it used to be, but I don't know.
I kind of like the old Battlefield a little bit.
I like it because
But
it's
then
unique.
again, it was kind of.
Yeah.
It felt kind of tedious at the same time.
True.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Would be nice if it was refined a bit
And-
more.
And one other thing is getting rid of the maps, especially in World Tournament. Get rid of that and make it a Battlefield style like that, where you just face the characters. Don't bother with the
that'd be
stupid
amazing.
map. I hate that. That makes the World Tournament grind so awful, and I don't want to do it anymore. That's why I mod
Like-
World Tournament.
Oof. If you could have something where like certain stages of the World Tournament give you like a random chance
Like
to get
the
like,
final,
turtle
like the
medal.
final stage, like make it to where it's like fight only, or maybe the first round where you face like the 4 people, have that map, and then the next like the was it 2 or 3 in the middle or something other? Was it 4 rounds or 3? I don't remember anymore.
It's 4 rounds.
It's 4 rounds. Okay, so the last 3 rounds you just face the opponent.
It would be nice if the first
Honestly,
round was
that's
just
all you
against one
need to do
opponent,
anyway.
True.
I don't know why they have the map there. They just skip it entirely.
I mean, you do get the medals from the one stage. Like the
The first one?
no, you get the World Tournament medals from the gold capsules.
Well, like I was saying, you
Do
could
you?
have it.
Yeah.
You know,
wait.
I honestly never knew that.
Well, you learned
I
something.
thought they were. I didn't know you could actually just get World Tournament medals that way.
Yeah, it's this weird, really weird.
Can you infinitely farm them then?
Well, it's this weird thing that if the World Tournament like screen, if the tournament like place is like broken, then the gold capsules give the world tournament medals. If not, it's just turtle and bola medals.
It's a random chance then.
Yeah.
I assume the chances aren't good.
I've had it happen
that great.
relatively often.
But in a way, you could definitely farm them then. That way.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I would hate to farm 77 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
For the LRs, because I still have to awaken Tien, Piccolo, and Yamcha to the LR.
Yeah.
All three? Wow.
That's like
on JP, I have
okay.
Tien and Piccolo on global.
Okay,
already,
good.
and I don't have Yamcha. The three on JP, they're all of them already in TUR, so I just need to worry about LRing all of those.
That's good.
And Piccolo I got from the banner. I think I started when Piccolo was in the reward, but I never did the world tournament, and then it switched him. So,
gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can get medals too from the missions of running like certain characters of certain teams too, like the.
Yeah, I know those. I didn't know about the capsule thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, that's the only reason why I like enjoy the map in the world tournament. But otherwise, yeah, might as well just skip it.
Well, that specific one, like
right,
if it's only one of them, then that one, sure. But other than that, yeah, I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, like if you did change the last one to like just a fight, you just have the end of the fight have a random chance of dropping the gold capsules.
True. That's true.
Like
So
yeah, I was gonna say like some of the games on like PlayStation stuff, like if you beat a boss, they would like drop random items and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have it to like that.
Yeah.
I think some bosses do that anyway, but regardless, just have the stage like that in overall.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Definitely. That's interesting, though. The world tournament definitely needs an upgrade at some point, but anyhow,
God, I hope so.
I know, me too. I know earlier.
Anyone that says world tournament is PvP, shut up.
Thank you.
Yo, we got more comments coming in.
I mean, it is, but it isn't. The only thing that is like PvE is like the rank. That's it. You're not facing any actual people.
True.
So I don't consider it PvP.
Yeah.
In some of those teams, I'd hope not.
It's more PvE.
And even now, you can just get the card that's like the reward now. You can just get it from a mission. You don't even need to like rank up anymore, so it like makes it pointless.
One of the best updates, honestly.
Well, I guess if you want to rainbow it, it doesn't. If you don't want to rainbow it, but you know, you can still get the card.
People be clout chasing out here. I mean, didn't Truth get like 31 in the last one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to World Tournament. It doesn't matter.
Dang. Lots of hot takes. I like this, though. You're very connected, your opinion.
The hot take
I'll say
podcast.
what I think. I don't care.
Good. I appreciate that. So I know before you were talking about that you've played a lot of gacha games in your time. What are you currently playing now besides Dokkan?
Legends is one. I went ham on the first year anniversary with Legends.
Same.
Like a lot. It was well above triple digits. I'll say that.
Wow.
Well, no, I think it was just under. I think it was in the triple digit numbers, but yeah. I'm glad I work, so it makes it easier.
Oh yeah. Were you about to say
the first year anniversary with Legends was actually really fun?
Were you about to say
I actually enjoy it.
under quadruple? Is that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna say I think I almost hit quadruple, but I can't remember.
Yikes.
That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, it was fun. Yeah.
Like the last I remember looking at like my Google Play for like the month of the first year, I think it was just all of July. It was gonna hit that quadruple really quick if I hadn't stopped.
Crazy. Wait, aren't you married?
No,
or don't you? I thought you had a.
I have. Yes, I do.
I was gonna say, what does she think about that?
I don't know.
Does she know about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough then. Hopefully she
She
doesn't.
plays Dokkan too and Legends. So
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, hopefully she doesn't watch the video.
Yikes.
Dang, interesting though. Dude, that'd be cool though. Hello, Hydros partner, Mrs. Hydros. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
there you go.
But anyway, Moving
on
on.
to the next
Go for
tier
it.
of questions, I guess.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been a fan of Dragon Ball?
As long as I can remember. I used to remember coming home from like middle school and watching it on Cartoon Network or whatever it was at the time.
Nicktoons, I
I
think.
think it was Cartoon Network. Was it still? I think like Toonami came
That's
soon
true.
after, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was Cartoon Network originally until Toonami came to be.
Interesting.
Like I remember watching that. I watched a few episodes like Inuyasha, but I never got into that.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And now everyone's telling me to watch JoJo's, and I've never seen a single episode. So
Well,
Coming from the NTO, we
and I
recommend.
is your icon on Discord of JoJo?
yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, I figured.
That is quite ironic.
I'm actually right now going through One Piece. I used to watch it, I think back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
but I never. It was like a few episodes here and there. I never really got into it. But now I'm starting from the beginning of One Piece right now. I'm only on like episode 70, so
That's
This
gonna be
man's
a lot.
watching
fair,
One Piece.
I binged Naruto and Shippuden and the movie all filler within 2 weeks. So I'm pretty confident I can do One Piece
Dang,
in like a month.
that's crazy. In a month? Well, let me know if you do, because I would like to hear that.
Month and a half, maybe.
Okay. You gotta give yourself some breathing room.
This man's watching One Piece, but not JoJo. It's fine.
I can't handle watching more than one at a time. Otherwise,
Yeah, I can understand that.
because I was watching One Piece and Fairy Tail, which they're kind of similar in their own regard, how the characters are a little bit. But
Yeah.
like, yeah. Then I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I have to watch one at a time, and I'd rather watch One Piece right now.
Fair enough. All right. You kind of talked about this a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think we know the answer.
What is your favorite transformation? Can be anything in Dragon Ball. And what's your favorite character?
Favorite transformation? Super Saiyan 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Figured.
And what was the second part again?
Character.
Character? Well, probably Gogeta.
Out of everyone in Dragon Ball?
Depends on the character. If you're talking about villains, Broly would be my favorite. If you're talking about heroes, Gogeta, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
DBS Gogeta, let me mention that.
Right. Fair. Okay, so
And DBS Broly.
Before-
Actually, old Broly too.
before that, then, who was it?
Before that, okay. Let me think. I gotta think back to like old Dragon Ball now. Like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
What about GT?
I mean, you can say GT. You could say, like, Omega, or if you really wanted to.
I didn't really care.
My favorite character is
I mean, Omega
Baby.
was cool. I don't get me wrong. Omega's cool. It's like, no, Omega. Favorite old school wise, yeah, Broly. Not Bio Broly. Screw that.
Nobody likes Bio
Get
Broly.
away from me with Bio Broly. But Broly overall, yeah, would be my favorite character.
Okay. Interesting.
What'd you do if we had a Bio
It's because
Broly?
even the original Broly, I love the legendary Super Saiyan form. It was
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that answers our next question. What's your favorite Dragon Ball movie? DBS Broly. Right?
There you go. Yep.
So then would classic be classic Broly? Or
Classic bro.
Gogeta,
Wait, what?
probably, right? What would be your favorite Dragon Ball movie in terms of like before Super?
Favorite Dragon Ball movie?
Mm-hmm.
The first Broly movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So Gogeta doesn't
It's very close between the Gogeta and Broly movie.
Okay. To be fair, Broly gets the entirety of the movie for screen time, and Gogeta gets.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say Gogeta has like a minute versus Broly has like 20.
An hour.
Yeah, basically.
That. Oh, I mean legendary. Broly's
Yeah, fair
base
enough.
form is kind of trash
Yeah.
because he's
That's
wimpy, not hefty.
Very nice
That was
description.
such an obscure reference. Oh my lord.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's true. Like you look at base Broly in the original movie, he's like very wimpy, and then when he gets legendary super buff form, he's like, oh, hefty.
True.
I'd like to have him on my team.
For Tournament of Power.
Sure. We'll go with Tournament of Power.
That.
Right. So how about
Imagine
your
if he was in the Tournament of Power, though. That'd be sick.
Dude, that would be
No, I
sick.
would. Right. So how about your favorite Dragon Ball game?
Favorite Dragon Ball game?
It's fine if you say Dokkan.
No. Budokai 3. I loved playing that. Back in the day.
Oh,
okay.
yes. I love Budokai 3.
And then also Battle of Z is really fun. I used to play that a lot. Then I quit because PS4 and I didn't want to play it on PS4.
Fair enough. What'd you play Budokai on?
PS2
Okay.
originally.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
I've been looking for like the HD remastered at GameStop, so I probably might get that. Play it on like PS3 or something.
Nice. They should. I think I've seen it there before.
Or PS4, whichever one it was. Like, I remember
Right.
they
Yeah, I
remade
got
it
you.
on-
I think it's PS3. I could be wrong though.
It
Yeah,
might.
I
I've
think it
also
was
done on
PS3.
PS4. On there.
Who knows?
Either way.
Sony be wildin'. Anyway, though. So quick tier list: Dragon Ball Z, Super, and GT. Go.
Okay, so basically make anybody hate me for doing this list.
I mean, yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, Super, Dragon Ball GT.
From lowest to highest.
If you're
or highest
talking
to
about
lowest?
Highest to lowest. If you're talking about in terms of like my favorite to least favorite, that's probably it.
Okay,
The only reason I wouldn't put if GT would be higher if the overall like series was good.
Mhm.
It really wasn't that great.
Mhm.
The only thing I really only cared about was transformations. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z definitely my favorite because it has like we got Cell Saga, Boo Saga, all the epic moments.
Mhm.
Super would probably be next just because Tournament of Power arc was really cool with the Ultra Instinct and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also that includes with I would assume the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
And then the old school Dragon Ball, love old school Dragon Ball, had a lot of adulterated references in there.
True. That is true. You gotta love Toriyama's old
Which I
humor.
wish they would continue.
Those were the days.
Well, yeah, that was when it was still like he was still kind of trying to go for more comedy-esque. Not that there isn't some funny moments nowadays, but obviously Z was a big shift in tone from Dragon Ball.
Oh yes.
Speaking of,
I hate
though,
Kai.
oh, okay. I guess we can put that below GT. But why? It's just, I mean, well,
I don't know. I don't like Kai's remaster. Maybe it's because I watched the dub and I've never seen sub of Kai. I like how they upped the animations, but it feels like at least when I watched the dub of it, it felt like they cut a lot of what made that part, like these parts, good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like they cut out a lot of filler, if I'm not mistaken.
Like all of it. Yeah.
Pretty sure they cut out all of it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like the filler, I actually didn't mind. A lot of people may like be like, "Oh, I hate the filler," but I actually didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball never had that bad filler in my eyes. Honestly.
No.
At least from what I've seen. in sequels.
Naruto, oh my god.
Well, we don't talk about that. That's a whole other kind of worms.
Beautiful. Well, speaking of Dragon Ball as a whole, what do you think of the direction the series is going?
I don't think of the what you cut out.
The direction that the series is going.
I have hope after the movie. I have hope. I personally would hope they. I wouldn't mind a way if they did if Super comes back or whatever. If they did it like they do Attack on Titan, put more into the production, even if it's shorter. Put more into production. That way, it looks better. It's a lot nicer instead of what they started with, which was god awful.
Yeah.
At least,
But yeah, if they did it in a similar fashion to Attack on Titan, I like how they do their production and stuff. Not just art and animation, but just they do it in shorter bursts, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, in that way. Like, I wouldn't mind shorter or maybe waiting longer for an episode, like maybe 1.5 weeks or something, if it meant upping the production a little bit.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
and bring back Shintani, please.
Yes, please. Oh, I mean, because
I like the Tournament of Power, how they did some of this. Who was the one that did Tournament of Power, like the better scenes?
I don't remember
like the
his name.
super like epic shaded ones.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember his name. It's I don't remember.
I'm not the person to ask for this, so I don't know.
I don't remember his name. Anime
I hear that
AJ, where
typing.
are you? Yeah, I don't remember his name. I know who you're talking about, though. But either way, yeah, no, because, I mean, it was so inconsistent, because, like, some episodes
It's
you'd
not.
be like...
Is it Hashimoto or Yamamuro?
Yamamuro?
Yamamuro or Yamamuro?
Yama something?
Because he did Resurrection of F. Yamamuro, I believe.
I think... What, is it Yamamoto?
It was one of those two, I think. Or it's not Shida, is it?
Nashito Hoshida or something like that? I'm probably butchering that.
No, now Toshi Shida.
Yes,
That myself.
yes. I don't remember. Either way, though, yes, it was very inconsistent at points because some episodes you'd be like, "Oh, that's amazing," and then other episodes you'd be like, "Oh, Frieza looks like he's deformed."
Yeah.
You know when Goku, like UI Goku, when Beerus is like, that's the complete Ultra Instinct. When it shows him like panning up to his face where his shirt was like ripping off. For
Right.
It did that. That's Hirotaka Ni, who did that scene. I believe, because I'm watching a video that says who it did.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I like that font, like the shaded font. It looks like LR kind of shaded a little bit.
True.
But
Cursed with Dokkan eyes.
I don't know. Shintani's design of how he did it was simplistic, but more fluid, in my opinion.
Definitely. No, I can agree with that. I think
That's how One Piece is. One Piece has simplistic, but it's a lot more fluidity for like the bounciness, like especially for Luffy.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I think that style suits Z a lot more, but since Super is kind of more upbeat, I feel like that style definitely fits it more. Because, like, you know, Z has, I mean, and some of Super did, but like a lot more dark shaded lines, and I mean, I don't know, it just kind of fits with the tone.
I feel like they were trying to capture like Dragon Ball Z-esque in Super when they did a lot of this. Which I don't mind, it's cool. But Shintani, please.
Right, yeah. And I mean, it's
Except don't do the CGI garbage that they did with Broly and
True.
Vegeta in whatever realm they just went to.
I mean, it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah.
What was that? I don't even know what that was.
Yeah,
but.
no idea. That was
Speaking of that,
the Battlefield realm.
I want to throw a wrench in here real quick.
Yeah.
Hydros, how would you feel if the anime went with the art style of the Broly movie going forward?
Well, yeah, that's what he was saying.
That's Shintani. Yeah, that's Shintani. I would.
Oh, it is? Oh, my bad.
100% want that.
Oh well. I tried to be smart.
Yeah. Shintani, I would 100% want them to keep going with Shintani.
Yeah, I would like that too.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, what if they go back to the old one though?
I won't complain, but I really hope they wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think they would either. I think they know that they can capitalize off of this too much.
At this rate, I just hope Super returns or something returns.
Yeah,
even
please.
if it isn't Super.
Pray another movie, something.
I wouldn't mind if they did movie arcs instead of like maybe instead of a whole anime series. Obviously, a lot of people might want that just to fill their time slots, but a movie, like especially for whatever's going on right now in the manga or whatever, that would be pretty cool to be in a movie.
True, that is true. With the whole
and bring back Shintani.
Yes, of course.
I will forever push for that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, speaking of anime shows, yeah.
I was on the same train of thought.
Got him.
What is your favorite anime? And it doesn't have to be Dragon Ball. Think.
It can be Dragon Ball, but
I guess Dragon Ball would be up there. I've not watched many animes. Like some I've watched, obviously Dragon Ball, Naruto. I started One Piece. I've watched Soul Eater and stuff like that. Just Dragon Ball probably would be my favorite. It used to be Pokemon actually, but I don't like Sun and Moon. So I just don't.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah,
I kind of like the art style, but I wish Sun and Moon would incorporate the idea of how Pokemon Origins did it, where the character actually ages at least a little bit. Please show something.
I mean, that's Pokemon anime in a nutshell.
That age forever.
Oh yeah, I think
I'm sure about that.
the guy who does Pokemon talked about how he keeps Ash that age to keep him relatable with kids.
Yeah, that's exactly why, which is
Yeah.
kind of dumb, but
Because it's not like progressing the story. I feel like it's like,
it's not.
can't.
It's just like new region. Oh, basically reset.
New region, who dis?
Yeah, basically. But yeah, I don't know. I do wish they'd do something like. I love Pokemon Origins. By the thinking that, oh my gosh, so good. But
Like I get having that kid-esque style, like keeping it that way, but if they're gonna do that, then make or have someone bring in a secondary version of the anime, like bring it in with like the game characters instead
yes,
of Ash.
please.
Like do something like that. That
Yeah, that
then
would be nice.
that would bring me back to Pokemon.
I mean,
the anime wise.
We did get a little bit of that with Pokemon Generations. I don't know if you watched that.
Yeah, I remember.
Ugh, that was so good.
They did do it with that.
Yeah, I wish
They
they
didn't do
did
enough of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. That was so good. But anyhow, though, moving on from Dragon Ball and anime, now we're gonna kind of more talk about YouTube type stuff. And I guess some just more general things. Why did you choose Hydros for your name?
Back when I was in college and school, I used to like studying Greek mythology, and Hydros. I chose this as well with my Pokemon channel. Is my original Hydros name instead of Hydros Plays, but Hydros is the great primordial god of water, and myself, my favorite type of Pokemon happens to be water, and my favorite thing to do is like swimming and stuff like that. So I thought, hey, that's a cool name. Let's try that.
That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. All right, well, yeah, go for it.
So, what's your reason behind doing YouTube? For both, I'd say for both the Pokemon, for what it was originally for the Pokemon channel and what it is now.
I actually didn't start with Pokemon. I started YouTube back in 2006.
Holy!
Wow, that's 13 years ago.
And back then, I started YouTube just watching, and then I started trying to save. Like my first capture card was the USB Easy Cap. I don't know if anyone even remembers what that is. That there used to be the Dazzle. It was the cheapo version of Dazzle, which was the Easy Cap. It was a USB dongle that had the composite cables on the end of it, and I think an S video cable as well. That's what I started recording with. That's what I started using until I got the HD PVR2 for my birthday one year, or Christmas, or whatever it was.
That's crazy. What kind of content were you making?
What did I do? I did before I got the Easy Cap. I started YouTube just to fill time in, after school and stuff, and just have fun. I used to be a part of like a lot of forums for gaming and stuff. So a lot of stuff actually was, I did a lot of graphic art for a lot of people, like a lot of like little header images and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
So I used to do like videos recording my screen doing Photoshop.
Oh.
And After Effects and like intro videos and stuff like that back in the day is what I started doing. And then got more into gaming. I used to I started watching Maryland, one of the Pokemon YouTubers, who used to sit he used to sit with a camera in front of his DS doing all the Pokemon like Let's Plays and stuff, and I used to love watching him. So then I got the idea to just like, and I stole my mom's camera so I could do that on my own. And it was terrible quality. Oh my god, it was awful. So I used to do that and stuff, but
that's cool.
Yeah, it was mainly just to fill time back in the day, and it was just really about having fun. I still do YouTube to have fun. I don't care about the monetization, even though YouTube has had me in a vice grip for 5 months.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's also just kind of a meme,
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to be able to earn a little bit off of like your hobby, but ultimately in the end, it's just a hobby. It's not. If it ever became something more, that's awesome. But in the end, it is just a hobby for me.
I got you. That's cool though. Dang, that's some really humble beginnings. Dang, that's pretty cool though. See, that's why I love doing this, because I never would have guessed that in a million years. But that's cool.
I still have the Easy Cap in my drawer. It's insane. I still have that.
That's crazy. You got to keep that thing forever. That's a relic.
PVR too.
That's a family heirloom.
Here's an order of my capture cards. I had the Easy Cap for systems, upgraded to the HDP VR2, upgraded to the first original Elgato game capture.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have 2 Elgato HC60 Pros in my computer.
Nice. Oh yeah, the ones you can put in there.
Yeah.
That's
I wish I could get a 4K one, but I have no need for 4K. It's really not ever needed.
Right. Yeah, no, 100%.
Especially when streaming, you're never going to notice that difference, really.
Yeah. No, definitely. And you need to have like amazing internet anyway, which you probably do, but
200 down, 20 up. I could stream 4K, but again, streaming wise, you probably would never notice.
Right. No, 100%.
Especially if you're on a phone, you would never notice that.
Yeah. And most people I don't think mind when it comes to streaming anyway.
I usually my old internet when I first started streaming, I did stream on my older channel, but I mainly got into streaming with my Pokemon channel, and I used to stream on my old internet. You would not guess what my old internet used to be.
What?
Oh, no.
5 megabit down.
Oh no.
0.4 up.
Oh.
And I streamed on that quality.
How?
For some reason, people watched me on that quality. My highest viewer count is like nearly 1,000 viewers on Pokemon.
Oh.
Theo, I'm gonna need you to give.
I've never hit that again, obviously, but it was. I used to do like GTS giveaways and stuff.
Ah, gotcha.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire when they were doing like the mythical events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember those.
Of course.
It was for Genesect. I got Genesect in the game because I can mod, so I obviously hacked the Genesect in because I knew what IDs were needed after that. After the other one, so I knew that Genesect would be next, so I figured out what the IDs were, so I could put him into the game, and so I never needed the code. So I was streaming, giving away Genesect, and the actual like GTS, I guess the servers had updated, like well beforehand of the release, so I was able to give it away super early, and everyone was like so excited that I was able to do that.
Dope.
Wow,
that's awesome, cool. Man. I love, oh my gosh. Don't get me started on that mythical time. That was so amazing.
Oh boy.
Whew. Oh man. That was a blast from the past. I enjoyed that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
It wasn't that long ago.
I mean, it feels like
it was like 2 years ago.
I think so, but still, it felt like a long time ago. But anyway.
My Pokemon channel is only like 5 years old.
Interesting. So, what was the original channel that you had now Hydros Plays, or is that channel?
I deleted my old original channel. Mm-hmm. My original name, I absolutely hated this. This is why I deleted it. It was called Rush Hour Renegade. Is my original name.
Oh, that's a gamer name right there.
Yes,
that's an Xbox gamer
tag. So I deleted it. My current Dokkan stuff. The name of it, yes, it is Hydros Plays now, but my original URL you can see is called CS3 Tutorial 001. I uploaded a lot of like After Effects stuff back in the day. Like I did After Effects of me doing the Kamehameha blast.
That's cool.
in the special beam cannon. It was awful, but it was awful quality, but I did it in After Effects and it was pretty fun.
Cool.
Nice.
I mean, hey, you got to start from somewhere, you know.
I've went from CS3 Tutorial 001 to CS3 Games to Hydrozo to trying to figure out a new name because I'd never liked CS3 Tutorials after a while. So I was trying to figure out a new name for myself, and I don't know. And then that channel blew up because I did GTA 5 modding. Always cool. Because of modding, and it comes back to that. It always comes back to it.
Definitely seems like that's a concurrent theme with you.
You can never escape.
No,
doesn't matter.
If I had kept going, I probably could have been one of the big GTA 5 YouTubers that are in today. Like I remember Typical Gamer when he was really small.
Interesting. You're gonna try
like
and sell us
GTA 6? He was my
too?
size now when I used to like watch him.
Wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
I think I've talked to him before too. I don't remember. I can't remember any of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I have to like dig through so much, but yeah.
So were you on the fake GTA 6 hype train?
The what?
Have you ever seen that whole thing about the people trying to sell, or not sell, like advertise that they got GTA 6?
Oh no, I never did that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But I mean, hey, I wouldn't have blamed
Like
you.
I used to do like the money glitches, like when you used to like be able to glitch and sell cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we have chain injection for Dokkan.
Mm-hmm.
The original method for GTA like online modding is a similar method to chain injection. It would intercept a file from GTA that would send your online data. So you would intercept that JSON file and you would take it into a text editor, edit it, have your computer plugged into your like system, into your PlayStation or Xbox at the same time, and mask that file and send it off. So you could basically have all this crazy stat stuff, and it was so fun to do.
Huh. Interesting.
It's like I got into chain injection before I even knew it.
That's so cool.
Crazy.
That's dope. All right. Well, then this is certainly going to be an interesting response considering all the information that we just learned about. What's your favorite video that you've ever made?
Favorite video I've ever made. My Pokemon channel video, Chrome Mega Rayquaza. My favorite video. It was also an April Fool's video. Is my favorite video I've made.
Chrome Mega Rayquaza?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat for you.
What does this entail? Okay. What are we about to see?
My interest has been piqued.
I hope it's not as horrifying as what's above.
Link to the video in the description.
Sure. Super secret Sun and Moon event. Okay.
Again, this was an April Fool's video. One of my best, well, not my best video on that channel actually, but it was. Are you guys?
Oh, wow, that part came through in the video.
Oh,
interesting.
Man.
So, huh.
I appreciate the Rayquaza's name. What I saw of it.
That's
Channel.
cool. Oh, wow. That looks sick.
It does, honestly.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I mean, I'm assuming that's modding too, right?
I mean,
yeah, it's just a texture.
Oh my gosh, all the dislikes.
No.
My like ratio is still higher though. I don't get why.
Oh, 100%. It's 7K to 3.9.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm sure people thought that you were, thought that it was real, right? And then they were
Oh yeah, I wanted it to be as believable as possible.
That's still sick though. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, it's a very nice color scheme.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, video link in the description.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hydros, well, it'll just be labeled as Hydros' favorite video.
Yeah, perfect.
Beautiful. All right, well, on the topic of YouTube. Yeah, go ahead, Kimo.
So, what is your favorite Dokkan video to make? Is it like summons, showcases, SBRs, Goku?
I don't know, because I've not done enough of any of those to really...
All right. Sorry to cut you off, but let me change the question then. What's your favorite Dokkan video to make with D free?
The only ones I make with D free are showcases.
That's true.
Okay, which one would you say was your favorite out of the one you did then? If you can think back on it.
Oh, I'm trying to think of one now.
We got to improv.
Oh, I did. I can't remember which one it was now. I've done so many showcases with him. It's like it's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
What was it? It wasn't a showcase with him, but I did enjoy doing the video on his channel with Super Baby 2, the LR, because I did that when he was away, so he let me upload. I did the video myself.
That.
Oh,
I did the video myself,
great.
and I was sitting there. I had my tweet deck open with the messages from him, so I could remember what to remember to do in the video and everything. I was just like, I hope I don't mess this up.
That's so funny. I do remember that now. Yeah. That's pretty great. That is kind of your video.
Yeah, it is.
That's great. I mean, I would assume then, besides that, though, probably your favorite Dokkan video at the moment is the change ejection tutorial.
No.
No? Really?
I mean, it is cool that I was able to do it, but my favorite of my Dokkan videos. Now I got to look at my Dokkan videos. I mean, the dual summon with D-Free, I enjoyed doing that. It was really fun.
Oh yeah.
I did an April Fool's change ejection video on Dokkan.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah, Rainbow April Fool's Retro Vegeta. Oh no, that's wrong one. How to get free rainbow units on secret server in Dokkan Battle.
Oh, I do remember that title. Yeah.
Because I was able to cut it so perfectly that it would look like it was just loading normally to where, because I actually stopped it, went into the change ejection I was using. It was Absinthe at the time, and swapped it all around. And yeah,
that's pretty great. That's pretty awesome. I like that though.
Yeah.
All right, this one we've kind of been dabbling in this a little bit the whole time, but
oh boy,
what is your favorite meme? Rather revolving around you.
That I own D-Free's channel.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It was either that or D-Free bullying him.
I am D-Free, and the other thing that gets me every time is because when the first, a lot of my videos have my face in them already, and I've used my face in a lot of things, but until I did the dual summon with D-Free, a lot of people thought I wasn't white.
Oh, really?
For some reason. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, your voice sounds like, you're not."
Interesting.
Okay. I believe D-Free used to get comments like that, or before he did face cam, that he sounded white. I guess I don't know if that's.
I think I've heard
right,
that before. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like me and him are just opposite. it's great.
The yin and yang.
That's funny. Dang. All right. Well, Kayvon, would you like to take the next one?
All right. So, how often do you read your comment section, and how do you feel about said comment section?
I guess this could also apply to Twitter too.
Good. Yeah.
My comments are usually pretty good. I mean, I have one or two that I'll maybe tweet out and tell, be like, "Hey, look, this person's an idiot," but
That's very blunt.
True.
It's usually a hate comment towards me that it's an ignorant comment that I'll make fun of. But
gotta love those.
That I usually rarely get those.
Okay. I just want to point out two specific. In terms of positive, that guy who had the glasses on, who tweeted you that video, so wholesome that you retweeted.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
That was so wholesome. I'll show you it after, Kayvon.
That's actually the first time I've ever gotten some like that, and that was really cool to actually have something be to get something like that.
Oh yeah, no, that was awesome. And then on the complete flip side, I think a perfect example of what you're talking about maybe is the situation with Max. I don't remember what his full name is. The guy who was doing the shenanigans with the assets he pulled from games. The guy on DeviantArt, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Max Uchiha 22.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh boy.
Your tweets, you were just flaming them. It was really funny.
Oh my god,
I won't get you riled up because that was some ignorance.
He's now I'll do this because I'm sure this will come back to bite me one day if I say this already. But I've watermarked I've made the HD LR animations. I took the LR animations from the game and I pieced them all together, but I didn't watermark it. I don't think I did as quite as obstructive as he did. I put it in a corner just to be like, hey, I did this. I put a lot of time into this. Hey, it's just my name there. But what he's doing is taking all of that. Instead, he's watermarking the entire image over itself. And I'm just like, why are you doing that? You don't own the image. And yes, I don't own the Dragon Ball images, so I couldn't really watermark it either. So that's why I said that would probably come back to bite me. So I wanted to get that out of the way. So, and I've taken all those watermarks off and stuff like that anyway at this point.
Mhm.
But
Not to defend him, honestly, and this is almost kind of to cover your butt. Didn't you do that like way back? Because I remember on the Dokkan Reddit.
I did that in terms of the Dokkan Reddit, just in case someone ever took the images that I did and tried to say that they were theirs.
So you only made them big there?
I mainly did it.
Because I remember, didn't you have them big there? Like it was over the image?
But I got thrown off the Dokkan subreddit.
I do remember that too.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because they said it was
promotion.
Promotion, which not really, but all right. I'm over that.
Like how they soft banned Kawhi way back when.
Yeah, that was whack. I mean, we won't get into the Dokkan Reddit right now, but yes. Anyway,
podcast episode Dokkan Reddit.
Yeah. That in the future, trust me, that'll be an interesting one.
That'll be a fun one.
Anyhow, I'm kind of curious. So outside of everything like Dokkan related, like the Twitter, the YouTube, the change section, and I mean, I guess you kind of answered it in terms of watching anime, but what do you usually do in your free time outside of YouTube?
Well, I work an 8-hour job, so
may I ask what you do?
I work in a hospital as a OR PACU transport. So I newly went to the OR I work in the operating room, taking people in and out of the operating room.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Huh.
Wait. How does that correlate? How did you get from that to like or I guess it'd be modding to that?
Oh, that's just my job. That has nothing to do with me modding.
True. Well, I mean, I don't know, because I feel
it lets me earn money.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I enjoy.
Interesting. Never would have guessed.
Gotta remember, Theo, Goresh does taxes.
That's true. That is true. Hey, Hydros, if you ever need your taxes done, hit up the homie Goresh. He knows what's up. He does taxes.
Oh boy,
that was a fun time.
What I do in my free time? Well, yeah, I work, but also I Oh God, what was I doing?
What do I do?
I'm trying to think here, and also I'm trying to not do this thing for work as well at the same time.
Insert cricket noise.
For my spare time getting into modding, I used to take coding. I used to do C++ and like C# back in college. I did a little bit of Python as well. But getting into modding, like I used to love switching out textures in the Pokemon game. And so I kind of took that, and when I started Dokkan, I always kind of wanted to see what I could exploit in Dokkan. Not so much as to where I could like screw the game like entirely, which change detection really doesn't do that. It's only for the user. The server doesn't see anything that you do. So it's, and also mine specifically, and I know the others as well. You can't use it in World Tournament, so it doesn't affect World Tournament. So it's not like gonna make you overly OP in that regard either.
That's good.
That's good. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to take this next one, Kayvon. We're going to move on to, kind of questions about your whole realm of projects. So why did you transition into Dokkan content on YouTube? Because I know your Pokemon channel is pretty big. Like I think you said before, you have like 27K or something. And then I know you transition into some kind of Dokkan content. So like, why did you transition? How was the transition?
I never really. My Pokemon channel is still Pokemon. I used to do some Dokkan over there, but then I realized that the algorithm kind of screwed me on it. So I figured my second channel, I stopped using it for a while after what was it, like Black Ops 3 came out, I think, or something like that. Because I did videos on Black Ops 3 before release, and then I kind of stopped with that channel because I was focusing on Pokemon.
Okay.
And then I figured since I'm not using that channel for anything else right now, I might as well just use it for Dokkan. So I kind of revived the channel with Dokkan by doing that.
Cool. Well, because you haven't uploaded to the Pokemon channel while, right?
I haven't uploaded for 4 months on Pokemon. It's because I got really burnt out with Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for Shield and Sword.
Yeah,
we all are.
Let's Go is good. Let's Go is fun. I actually really enjoyed Let's Go. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Sun and Moon is what killed it a lot for me, because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is just a copy paste of Sun and Moon. So to me, it feels like they should have just never released Sun and Moon, just released Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and did something else in between though, with the third game or whatever they wanted to do with that. But you know, like the Sun and Moon games and USUM games, it kind of let me down in as well, because Zygarde is an important Pokemon, like especially with all the cells, but mainly you just go around collecting the cells and that's it. I thought he would play a much bigger role in the story, and he probably should have.
Yeah,
Zygarde really.
It was like so like upsetting to see that this awesome Pokemon didn't have much of an impact on the game like whatsoever.
Pokemon Z when?
Even back in X and Y,
I actually made a Pokemon Z trailer.
No, really?
It was actually really fun.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Zygarde really did not have a good time from X and Y till now.
Yeah, I wish he. And it's so weird too, because it's the perfect classic Pokemon third legendary setup too.
Yeah,
it is.
Game Freak, what are you doing? What was the channel called that you uploaded that on?
Hydros.
Oh, it was Hydros. Okay, I'll have to look for
my Pokemon is just Hydros. I guess my alternate second channel is just Hydros Plays.
Right. Okay. I see it. Okay. I will definitely take a look at that afterward.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's only 50, so like 50. It's only a minute long.
Okay. Cool.
Right, so on to the next one, as we usually do.
I know you're curious about this one.
All right, so from all the videos you do with D3, I want to ask, how's your relationship with D3 actually like off camera? How's your relationship with him actually off camera?
Oh, me and him are like awesome friends. No, and for like really, like he's one of my good friends now. It's awesome.
That's cool. Because I know, I remember he was talking about like some people actually thought that he bullied you.
He doesn't bully me.
I know. I mean,
it's just a meme,
right? In the video, everyone, I think he started like he got like a comment like "stop bullying Hydro" or something like that, and we just kind of started playing off that and turning it into a joke at this point.
Yeah.
But like, oh my god, D3, stop bullying Hydro.
It's so good every time though.
How can people think that's serious?
Hydros, get back in the basement. Okay.
Dude, and when you're like all submissive when he like yells at you, it's really funny. Solid meme. All right. This is a question I'm gonna ask the next one. So
okay.
What was your intention when creating the Dokkan Art Twitter account?
I originally just wanted to help out in making the arts of the game higher resolution for people to use. That's why that name is like that. I guess I could have changed it a long time ago, but I don't know. I just kind of stuck at this point, so I have no reason to change it.
Wait, because wasn't originally Dokkan Art HD, right?
No.
Or am I thinking of
the name, like the name, not
right.
the at name wasn't. No, I got the original Dokkan Art originally.
Right.
But I when I started doing HD arts, I was actually taught how to do the HD arts by I can never say his name. It's like Aatone HD.
Oh,
like another guy that does HD as well. Like he taught me how to do it.
He's Japanese, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, he taught me a little bit. He taught me like how he did his. But like back when I used to use Waifu 2X is how I used to do it. But I don't use it anymore. I have my own like filters and upscaling that I do my own without Waifu.
Oh wow,
and it's pretty good.
That's sick. Yeah.
And also I know where to find the higher resolution renders in the game.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. No, yeah, that's awesome. I mean,
like the you know that story event, Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan, the battle armor ones?
Yeah.
I found those. I know where they are.
Oh.
I have those arts.
Oh, nice.
Post those boys. Well, yeah, because I was just gonna say
and the Trunks one.
Oh yeah, the buff trunks. Yeah, I think there's a couple other ones too. But no, because like it is kind of you can see the difference in especially like the coloration, with like yours versus
They
his.
probably will become arts at some point.
Oh, I'm sure, but I just mean like in general your HD card art.
Yeah, I do. Because Dokkan, when you look at the game, it kind of looks flushed out of color. So I add a lot more color to the cards themselves. I think I've posted a comparison between without what I do and what I do with it, and you can really tell the difference in like color and saturation within the card.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. I mean, yeah. I look at him like, wow, she's a beauty.
And then Twitter started doing the thing where if like the original PNGs would used to be transparent. Now when you tweet a PNG, if it's too high of a resolution or too big a file size, it'll actually convert it to a JPEG and it puts a white background on it, and it's really annoying. But I did find a way around that.
Really?
Oh,
the pixel thing, right?
No, I just convert them to a smaller image size.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I guess
without losing the quality of what it was. It stays the original resolution. It's just a compressed file instead of the original file size.
Interesting. What program do you use for that?
I use a website for that.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Well, this is a question I've actually like genuinely been curious about for a while, and just because like it kind of applies to other accounts I've seen, but you're just, I guess, a recognizable example, at least when it comes to Dokkan. Did you intend to make the Dokkan art account your main Twitter account from the beginning if it blew up?
No. I originally created Dokkan art so my main Twitter wouldn't get cluttered with the arts. And
that's ironic.
Now it's to the point where I've swapped them. I kind of have. I guess I have because I've not been posting on Pokemon stuff anymore or as much now. So I've kind of swapped to that one. So it's kind of weird. I've honestly thought about taking the from my Hydros and swapping it with Dokkan art so that the Hydros page would then have more followers, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Then people will be like, this guy that I'm following now.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, I don't know. I always think it's interesting hearing you just
I honestly
talk
never
about
thought that just doing art would blow me up, by the way. I never thought that.
I mean, hey, look at you now. So what made you decide to kind of change it into the main then? Just because follower count?
No, I just kind of morphed into it. Once I started talking to like D-Free and like Truth and a lot of other people, it like I just kind of started like sitting on that account more. It'd be kind of, I guess it's not my main, but I guess in a sense it is at the same time. So it kind of just morphed into that.
I got you. Interesting. Yeah, I was just curious because I think some people sometimes have that mentality, but I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to hear because you never know what to expect when you make an account and it blows up and it's like, whoa, hey, I have a lot of followers all of a sudden. That's a lot more than my other account. You know what I mean? So, yeah, very interesting. Very cool, though. I'm glad you kept the though. But anyway, Kayvon?
So, shall I take the next one?
Go for it.
All right, so what inspired you to start making HD card arts?
When I saw how awful the original ones were.
That's the fairest reason I've ever heard.
That's literally just it. I looked at the art in the game, and I was like, how can I make this better?
Short and sweet, I guess. All right.
I mean, you definitely did. That I think we can say with 100% certainty.
Definitely.
Crazy. All right. So next one, I'm sure that you've wanted to talk about this a little bit, and I know that I wanted to hear a little bit more about it.
Same.
So, first of all, why did you make the change injection mod?
I'm sure a lot of people have thought this to where they're like, you're making a free change injection and now you're going to put like Absinthe and Lopo out of business or whatever. I probably have seen that many, many times. My original intent is not to affect them, which I know it will. Ultimately, I know it will, but it was not my intent to hurt any of like their, because they sell change injection. I'm not trying to hurt them. I personally I come from a modding community where everyone shared their mods. There were really never paid mods ever, hardly. So my mentality is just make a mod to where everyone can enjoy it, and that's basically it. I just wanted to make something that anyone can enjoy, be able to use, and help them out as much as they can if they want to like test units out before release or whatever have you. Because the change injection is a temporary thing, it's not a permanent thing on your account. While yes, it can stop people from summoning, but at the same time, it can help people summon as well, because one, it's temporary, and there's no satisfaction of just having something and then it disappears once you stop it. So then once you summon, you have it on your account permanently, and it's like, oh well, now I got this, it's awesome. And instead changing, it's like, oh, it's there, but it's not always going to be there.
Interesting. Yeah,
mainly just I just wanted to make something free for everybody to enjoy. That's really it.
Right. Okay.
I never had bad intentions of hurting any of the other change injections, despite what people may think. That's not my intention.
I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, you definitely don't seem like the kind of guy who would.
Definitely not. No. From the perspective though, of it just like being purely Dokkan and not so like, because you kind of made it sound like you made it just because it was like a mod that you could make public. Like in the kind of Dokkan perspective of it, was it just because of what you listed, like for people to kind of just try out units and see, units that they don't have and whatnot?
Yeah, to give people like, because you can use it on events, like if people want to use it to complete events that they ultimately couldn't before, like if they can't spend money, a lot of like some free to players who don't invest a lot into the game probably don't complete a lot of the events half the time. So it gives them an ability to complete some of the events that they ultimately couldn't.
Interesting. I like that. Okay. This question might make you mad. I apologize if it does.
Oh boy.
But it's going to be good for the viewers and us as well. And it'll be an educational experience. I'm sure you've answered it before, but what is the difference between the change injection mod and a private server? So we are crystal clear and it's out in the public.
You really want me to hurt somebody today?
Well, because I only ask because I know that everybody refers to it as a private server, which is not what it is.
Let me get into this. Change injection is what this mod is truly supposed to be called. It is a change. It changes your units. It changes and injects units into your game locally. It doesn't do it on the server side. That Bandai can't actually see it.
Okay.
From what we know of anyway, that they don't see it. They see what the original cards actually are, but they don't see your changed cards. But private server, while I'm sure this could exist somewhere, a private server would mean, I guess, what Dokkan Info, as I think he's a good example, or he or she, whatever they are. I don't mean to, either way, I think they have something of that. Like I've seen, I think from them, a video of like summoning, and it's not from an actual banner, but it's like summoning other units and stuff like that from a banner. And a true private server is something that doesn't connect to Bandai or Akatsuki servers whatsoever. It connects to your own privately owned, privately done server, to where it mimics the game servers, but you can do what you want with it. Basically, a private server could ultimately entail, if Dokkan ever did shut down its servers, you could just force it to use your own instead, and you continue just kind of playing and enjoying it yourself. But yeah, a private server in that regard is what that is. You're able to play the game not on official Akatsuki Bandai servers. It's Akatsuki. I don't think Bandai has anything really to do with it, but it's Akatsuki servers.
How did the terms get mixed up then?
To be honest, I feel like I don't specifically know how it happened, because I think this was before I came into the community. I would say I think it was because people started using. I think Lopos was the original change injection. They were using Lopos and for YouTube showcases and stuff, and I guess ultimately was called a private server. And it later was kind of adapted to say change injection, but because of, I guess, I would imagine like YouTube videos and people saying private server so much in videos, it adapted to what it is being called private server. It just adapted to being called that.
Interesting.
Which it's not really. It's not a real private server, as to what I just said. It still uses official Akatsuki servers that connects to the official game servers and all that stuff.
Right.
All you're doing is intercepting responses and stuff like that to tell the game, instead of this, do that.
Interesting.
So, just so I can guess, I'll answer for myself also, then for everybody watching. So, every showcase done on YouTube isn't all on the change injection mods. Not on any private servers. Don't like, quote unquote, exist for the showcases, right? Basically, what you're saying, right?
They can, but from I guess for what YouTubers use, it's all
just
change
injection.
injection. I guess the rare case would be Dokkan Info. That would be the only one that I think has accomplished a similar fashion to a private server.
Okay, interesting.
But I'm not entirely sure.
Do you have any idea?
I'm not sure what Dokkan Info does. I don't know.
Interesting.
I know someone who probably could figure it out, and probably will, if it ever comes to the point, will probably make a specific private server.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
I don't know. But I don't know when or if that'll happen yet.
Right.
That's what
I won't say who, because I don't want them to get bombarded by messages.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. 100%.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've talked about it before. Like when Dokkan shuts down, 100% someone's going to create an alternative.
The only problem that could entail is anything from like Bandai or Akatsuki coming and saying, "Hey, shut this down."
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That is true. I mean, I'm sure you're
but
quite...
Again, I don't know how it would go.
Right.
It could. I mean, ultimately, the change injections could also fall into that and also have that happen as well. But I don't know. I don't. They are aware of it. I know that they're aware of it.
Right. I mean, they have to be at this point. There's no way they're not.
At some point, it's safe to assume at some point they could eventually fix the change injection method. But it would require, from what I'm understanding, from what I've been told, is that it would require a specific amount of redoing in the game in order to make it work and then block it. But even then, that specific method that they would use to block it may not even block it. So we don't specifically know.
And we know
unless they do what Legends does. Legends can't. I can't change injection Legends. I wish I could though.
Really? How come?
It's because of the PvP aspect on how a Legends works. It's like a socket type connection. So it's more secure than what Dokkan uses.
Interesting.
Because of the PvP aspect that Legends entails. That's the only reason why it's there.
Interesting.
Dokkan really wouldn't need that too much. And to be honest, if Dokkan, they are aware of it. If they are going to fix it, they've been planning to implement the fix for a while. It's not like a new thing that they just randomly decided to do. If they ever tried to fix it or wanted to fix it. But it's been going on, 4 years? So I don't expect it anytime soon.
Probably not.
It's like how they never really done much about people who do actually mod.
And people say people said that when I did my change injection video, that it would bring to light a lot of the change injection stuff. When not really, because there's obviously bigger YouTubers doing change injection already. So they're already going to be fully aware of what that is and probably how to fix it or what to do to fix it. But I don't know. It depends on if they actually decide to do something.
Fair enough.
Because change injection also helps them in a way. It helps YouTubers promote a lot of the stuff.
That is true.
Whether they're stingy enough to say, "Hey, well, no, we don't want you to do this anymore," or they profit quite a good amount already. So they could just be like, we don't care.
Fair enough. I mean,
but as D-Free told me, I wouldn't assume nothing. Well, I would never assume nothing would ever happen. Something may happen, but when they'll do anything, I don't know.
Fair enough. I mean, they ban half the Legends player base on the first Annie. You never know what could happen.
Well, that's different. That's not Akatsuki, though.
I know. But I'm just saying in terms of gacha game, like doing wild out of nowhere kind of stuff,
That was still crazy.
Wasn't that more for the vendor aspect though?
Yes, but a lot of people got
Yeah.
banned who weren't who didn't use vendors.
It was also because it was tied
People may
to-
say they don't mod, but if they got banned, something had to have done something. They had to have done something.
That's true.
I think it was also because it was tied to like how often the account was transferred.
It
and,
could
like,
be it too.
That's something like what if you're just someone who just like transfers the account between a friend or something like? Sure, it's
I
unlikely.
think there's
but-
a clause in there like you can't. Like I think Dokkan has it to where you can't like transfer it to like your friend or anything. It has to be you or something or another.
Really?
I don't know. I don't
Something
know.
like
I
that.
can't say specifically. I
Right.
think there's a clause of some sort.
Yeah,
that
it's
just
something
says
like that.
something about transferring.
I mean, I know with Legends you can't make another transfer after 24 hours of or during the next
Yeah, but-
24 hours of the code.
That might have been a thing because if they're banning because you can use the ECD file transfer method, which bypasses the 24 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, the ECD file, which is found on a non-root file system. It's found in a folder not in the root folder of your phone. It's actually in the Android data folder
Mhm.
and then the Legends folder.
Huh.
It's anyone can see it. You don't need root at all to see it. So you can transfer using the ECD file anytime you want.
So it's
Interesting.
technically like completely
That's
legit.
ultimately on Legends' fault for doing that.
Huh.
I thought that was server side. That's interesting.
Very.
But nope.
Cool. Interesting.
Because I have my ECD file on an emulator and also on my phone. I can play on my phone if I close out Legends. If I just like close the app and then load it up on the emulator, I can play it right there on the emulator.
That's
That's
It's like
cool.
I can swap
awesome.
between
That's
Why
sick.
can't we have that for Dokkan? That'd be cool.
because Dokkan sucks.
Fair.
Just kidding.
Oof.
Trash game.
I'm just
Why
kidding.
would you ever
I'm just
buy stones?
um,
Anyhow.
I do actually have a question for you that we didn't have originally, but I just think is kind of an interesting thought that kind of came to my mind. So we know, like, obviously the Dokkan community is worldwide. I'm sure, you know, maybe more specifically like here in North America and then Japan. But, you know, we also have a lot of people like UK and, I mean, rip our Belgian brothers, our Belgian brethren. But, you know, a lot of people around the world that play the game. Do you think that people in other countries, I mean, I assume, you know, like some of our big boy data miners and whatnot, like Kawhi and that whole French crew maybe, but like, do you think maybe some of the Japanese crowd or just like other people around the world that maybe like don't speak English use the change section mod, specifically maybe Trident, yours, which I don't know if we've ever name dropped it, Trident?
Oh. I actually know that myself. Well.
Wait a minute, it's Trident because of your name is Hydros. That's amazing.
You cheeky little man.
Because Trident is a Dokkan mod tool, and the Trident was Poseidon's weapon or
You
tool of
cheeky.
choice.
Cheeky man.
So yeah, everything I do has a reason.
That's awesome.
But there's quite a bit of French people in my Dokkan in my Trident server. So yeah, I'd say that there's a lot of globally spread out people that are in there
Mhm.
because I know Kawhi and Seriously are there with as well. So
Mhm.
Oh,
and
That's
I've
cool.
physically talked to them now, and they're pretty cool dudes.
They speak
Sweet.
English?
Yeah,
Interesting.
do you not see them ever tweet in English?
Not usually. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind, but I
Sometimes.
usually see him tweeting French.
sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
Interesting.
Hmm?
I mean, I also didn't know how fluent they were, you know.
Hmm.
You can never
They're
really
pre-
tell.
They're pretty fluent. Yeah,
Interesting. That's pretty cool, though.
you know, we were sitting there having conversations.
Nice.
It's pretty fun.
That's dope. Shout out to our French data miners out there.
Yep.
But yeah, this is the okay. So this is our last question about the change section mod. Unless the next question maybe is the answer, I'm gonna take this one, Kevon. Then you can take the next one.
Taking all my questions.
Oh yeah, now
No,
then,
you're good. Go
how long did it take to make the change section mod? Yours specifically.
I think I've been working on it for 2 weeks with the help of the people that I've been developing.
2 weeks. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why do you say that so casually?
The I've had a lot of help because the programming language that I'm using is still somewhat newish to me. I've used it before, but I've not gone to the extent that I've used it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm actually learning a programming language as I'm actually doing this. So, that's why I've been having help and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Carrie and is the bot. Carrie helps me, and who's been developing that, and Thieving 6 from Unidokkan has helped me as well.
Mm.
Interesting. 2 weeks. I would have expected like 2 years, maybe.
I don't even know if it's been that long, to be honest.
Crazy.
I was expecting at least a few months, maybe.
Yeah,
but,
no,
wow.
definitely. That's awesome, though.
Because I started it with I started it as it was like a manual list of card IDs that it does. Now it's within not even a week time, it's fully automated by the database.
Wow. That's sick.
That's crazy.
Well, not fully. The card list is done by the database.
Mm-hmm.
Still working on like automating potential, but the potential is still quote unquote somewhat optimal for units. Me specifically, I looked at specific units and just kind of copied what they had, and that's what every unit of like types will have instead. So
makes sense.
Working on potential, but the card list is fully automated to where
Animated.
it works off the database. The change injection will now download the databases for global and JP, depending on which game you're using. And so if there's ever a new database or new data download, which introduces new cards, every time you launch Trident and then you start your Dokkan after you connect, it will download the latest database, so then you'll automatically have the latest cards.
That's sick. That's awesome.
Wow. Very cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, definitely. All right. We're down to the final 2. Kayvon.
All right, so out of all the Dokkan projects you've worked on, like change injection mod included, what's your favorite?
Change injection is probably up there.
Okay.
One of my favorites was making a brand new unit out of that UI Krillin. I really like doing that.
I'm sure.
A little hinty hint, sneak peek. The change injection will also working with Unidokkan at some point. Once T6 develops his Unidokkan more, I believe he said, and stuff to work this way, will incorporate custom units to work with the change injection. So you know how like some people, for instance, some modders will take a unit in the database and take a unit of a certain ID and then make their own out of an existing unit. What I've been able to do, because I've done it with Tech Broly on JP, is I completely added a brand new unit to the game, which is what Tech Broly was. Because I took Tech Broly data from Global and threw it into JP, and did all that.
Yeah.
So, but in the same regard to making a full custom unit with its own ID, not replacing an existing one, but actually making it with a brand new ID, it will use that in the change injection and give you that.
That's
and
crazy.
Working with Unidokkan patching and stuff like that.
So could you potentially like make your own custom card and then get it added in there, like anyone?
That's making a card is where Project Genkai comes in, which is another partner which is another developer within Unidokkan. Project Genkai has made a tool to where you can create your custom cards, such as assets, like editing the passive and all that sort of stuff.
This is crazy.
That's sick. That's really cool.
He's still developing Project Genkai. It's not done yet, but it's very good so far from what I've seen of how he's made it.
That's sick. So you wait.
Of that is Hody Sensei is who's developing Project Genkai.
You keep saying Unidokkan, so is that all of this stuff just like kind of combined?
Unidokkan. Who remembers when I used to talk about the translation patch?
Oh, I remember.
Remember that fiasco when I insinuated that the translation patch was a cause for that ban wave?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. those people, the T6 was the one who created Unidokkan with that translation patch.
Wait, is that true?
And yeah,
okay.
no, the translation patch is not what caused that ban away. By the way,
Oh,
thank goodness.
Wait,
knowing what I know now, that was my mistake. I was going basically off pure coincidence off the release of the translation patch was around the same time that message came up in Dokkan. So that was very coincidental at the time. That's why I thought that.
Yeah, classic my B moment.
So, and T6 and I and everyone there have made up since then, and that's why. And now they're helping with the change injection.
Dang!
Wow!
And I try to help in any way I can.
That's
sick. At this point, when Dokkan shuts down, we'll just make our own Dokkan.
Dokkan 2, baby.
But yeah, from what Unidokkan is they have their own APK, like how Renzi has his mod APKs and stuff like, and then EE or Element Evil. The Unidokkan has their own, and they also have an app, a Unidokkan patcher app, kind of like Elemental Evil has their auto hack app and their Dokkan APK, something like that. It's the same kind of thing like that, except the Unidokkan one, you can creators create their patches, and it loads the patch outside of the game. So basically, you don't have to replace any files within the original game. The patcher will patch it into the game through an external file that it uses, then that the users create. Like an example is the hollow background. Remember, I did a tutorial on how to remove the hollow background.
Oh yeah.
By manually deleting this one file and replacing with another. Well, Unidokkan has a patch for that actually.
That's
to just patch it in.
Awesome.
To where it doesn't even require you to removing the old file. It just you just the patch and that's it.
That's
and
great.
if you've seen my tweet of the Goku Black summon animation, that's a Unidokkan patch.
Oh.
If you saw my my tweet showing off the Walking Gohan animation, the LR Gohan, the updated Walking Gohan,
saw that.
that's a Unidokkan patch created by
Wow.
Mark, and the other ones are the Goku Black was created by Kakarot Cake, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, the hollow background one was created by T6.
That's wild.
That's so cool. Dude, the Dokkan modding community is making moves out here, dude.
A whole universe has opened up to us.
That's amazing. Well,
the people behind Unidokkan are awesome. The Carries bot, when I did the bot, that server blew up, by the way, which has 13,000 members in it right now.
Wow.
Is insane.
Yo,
the
me
bot
a
video,
link.
I did not expect. The bot is an awesome tool for farming and also account re-rolling.
Wow.
Also, Project Genkai, which hasn't been released, is going to be an awesome creating your own custom card tool.
That'll be fun.
The change injection to help you inject any of those custom cards when that is implemented. I have not even began working on that.
Oh yeah.
Wow. But right now, it's just a simple change injection that gives you the units in the game.
The potential is so
that's crazy. Yo,
that's
we
amazing.
We have talked about doing a lot together as implementing Unidokkan with the CJ, with Project Genkai, including all of it together to work as one whole function.
The ultimate Dokkan mod.
Dude, we need to have you back for another interview in the future when all this has come out. And you're like, hey, I'm the king, baby.
I don't know how long this will take. It'll probably take a while to get but
honestly, with the ambition,
you'll probably see me update as well on Twitter.
Oh,
I'll
definitely
probably post a lot about it.
Hey,
especially as change injection goes.
No lie, I'm not even saying this just to try and butter your biscuit. Literally, I have notifications on for you, so I'll be watching.
You can butter my biscuit anytime.
Thanks, my guy.
Especially if there's a little jelly in there.
Nothing
jam.
beats a jelly-filled donut.
Okay, bro, calm down.
My god, I remember that episode.
There's your blast from the past from me.
I'm glad you caught on to that.
Oh God, I do. Oh, I remember that episode.
His eyes are like 5 feet open right now.
Anyhow,
That's amazing. All right. Well,
take us away, Thea.
to close us off for the end of our interview here, this is a question we ask every single guest. Do you have a question for us? It can be the same for both of us, a different one for each of us. It can be anything.
No, I'm okay. I don't have any.
Really? Nothing?
I don't even know what to ask. No,
It can be like, what type of toothpaste do we use? Anything.
I honestly probably don't want to know that, but
You could.
I really don't have really any question, really.
Really? Interesting. You're the first that's ever said that.
One for both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to use Trident at all?
I like that plug.
All right. You want to take this, Theo, or you
Sure.
want me to take it?
Well, I mean, both of us, sure. But
Okay, so
okay, if I'm being 100%, like 100% on it, well, yes is the short of the answer. With
Well,
my
I specifically, I guess if you're doing like a showcase or something, not like just plug it in every day. You say I'm going to quit summoning kind of thing.
well, that will never happen.
that's a no from both of us,
Yeah.
Chief.
For videos, most certainly. I have actually been kind of thinking that I want to do maybe like a stream, just kind of exploring everything that it has to offer and just kind of literally just messing around with it. If I'm being 100%, I don't know if I'll use it with my main account. I know I have the Hydro seal of approval that is 100% safe, but I'm paranoid.
Again, it is a mod.
Right.
I use it with my main, so obviously I'm putting mine on the line. But
I mean, you got to practice what you preach.
It's a mod. However, as I've said, it's done locally. They don't see much, if anything, of what you're doing.
Right.
But there is always the chance. So I understand people not wanting to use their main. I'm not trying to say, hey, use your main. You can't use alternates.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that being
And that's
said,
where the bot comes in.
Yeah.
Make an account with the bot, and there you go. You got a free.
So yeah. So
solid
what does the
account.
bot do?
That's a good idea.
The
Never thought of
bot? What the bot can do is it can farm accounts. Like you can either put your main on it if you wanted to. You can put your main on it if you wanted to farm medals. It's like Dokkan without like the flashy animation stuff. It's just all text based.
Doesn't it just farm like everything possible, like easy ace story and everything?
Like if you're starting a fresh account, for example, if you type a command called finish all, it will go through all the story quests, all the events. It'll go through not SBR, excuse me. It'll go through boss rush and ultimate clash.
How long does that take?
If you're starting a fresh account, ultimate clash won't do anything.
Nah.
To finish everything, right now on global, if I'm not mistaken, it's roughly around 2,000 total stones with finish all done.
Wow. Is it instant that it finishes?
I've used the bot to rank multiple accounts up to rank 999.
Wow.
And I've given those accounts away.
Nice.
And to get from then, because it's on 4 times XP. If it wasn't on 4 times XP, there's no way I would waste my time.
Oh yeah, fair. Definitely.
What
And because it's the 4-year anniversary, obviously it's the only good time.
What is this called?
It's just called Carrie's bot. The bot. It's let me get this out there. Carrie and myself, when I did the video, we've not said. I've tried to make this clear. We've never said that we specifically own the bot. The original bot, which used to be paid, which used to be, I think it was like $60, which, oh my God.
Boy.
Yikes.
Either way, the original creator used to sell to be able to use the bot. As always, like we have like a lot of that already.
Okay.
But then there was an issue, and ultimately the bot's source code became public. So now anyone can alternate it and develop it more if they want to, if they know what they're doing. And that's what Carrie's been doing. He's been developing it and adding more to it and doing all this and that to it. So again, we've never claimed that we own it.
Right.
We just we're polishing it, if you want to say.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah.
Wait,
So then, to answer your question, yeah, that sounds like the perfect solution. Then I will probably try it on the alt then.
I have to say with that, because I'll be honest, I forgot that bot existed, because I've seen people in some servers I'm in actually use it. Because my main issue was using Tridents, like Thea said, I don't feel like using my main account for it, not only for the fact that, like, something could happen, but also the fact that, like, I might fudge something up and
He's
break
not
my
very
entire
tech
game.
savvy.
I have the IQ of a squirrel when it comes to technology. But
If you messed up with doing Trident, you wouldn't mess up your Dokkan account.
fair enough.
You actually could not mess your Dokkan account up, actually, because
I've heard everything's
you
reversible, right?
either are connecting to Trident or you're not. That's ultimately the goal. And I want to put this in here as well. People keep asking me. I've not developed an Android app yet, which is in the works. I will have an APK specific version that will work, maybe, hopefully. And the potential of an iOS app, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not confirming that I'm going to do that.
Okay, spit those facts.
There will be a Mac standalone, and there will be a Linux version. So there'll be multiple platforms. Android specifically, I would love to get to work, which is hopeful. iOS not so hopeful, but we'll try. So yes, it is coming. So people, stop asking me, please.
Yes, use the platform.
Yeah,
I get that all the time, and I try to answer it, and it's only so many times I can answer it to where I'm just like, I'm not going to respond anymore to this question.
Right, I got you. So this may be a dumb question.
Put that out here now.
Sorry, no, go ahead, finish up.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, no, this may be a dumb question, but then is PC just on Nox?
No. Okay, so
all right, go for it.
the way it works right now. Global being global because it's behind. Only global will work on if your phone is rooted, Android specifically, if your phone is rooted, or if you use it on Nox, which obviously is you can root on Nox.
Right, easy.
Because you'll need global with proxy droid to be able to use it in order for Trident to capture what you're doing,
which is
basically all the information that it needs to switch your cards.
And then JP
for JP, we'll work on rooted phones, and like global, we'll work on emulators. We'll do that. But for non-rooted phones, and what JP did after 4.4.0 was implement a new kind of I can't remember specifically what it was called, but they changed something to where it affected how we could capture anything. Ultimately, kind of stalled CJ for maybe an hour until it was figured out. But to do it on a non-rooted phone, Unidok is where Unidokkan comes in, because Unidokkan T6 has altered the JP version APK to allow for non-rooted devices to pass through this request so Trident can work, and also for the fact of they implemented the security feature. If no one was aware of this when they tweeted it, that Android 7 and up, the OS version, Android 7 and up, kind of blocked it as well. So. And Unidokkan's APK for JP fixed this as well. So they bypassed all that. That's allowing it to work on a phone that's not rooted, as well as doing it on your phone on JP with the Unidokkan workaround. So it's JP's easier to do for everybody. I've had multiple people who have iOS confirm that it works on global and JP without, you don't need a specific APK or anything like that for iOS. But iOS works for global and JP. Far as I'm aware of, what I've been told, I can't test myself because I don't have an iOS device, and none of us who develop it have an iOS device either. So test it.
Yikes!
But multiple people who have iOS devices who have tried it through the Wi-Fi proxy method, which is basically going into your Wi-Fi settings and enabling HTTP proxy, and then typing in the IP and the port number, which connects to Trident, is how you can do it on iOS through that, and it apparently works as far as I'm told.
Interesting. Right.
For JP, you don't need proxy droid. You can do it through the Wi-Fi settings as well on Android. But global is the only one that requires proxy droid because it requires root in order to do it. But once global gets 4.4.0, it'll work the same as JP. You won't need root, and you won't need proxy
okay.
boost
Sweet.
anymore.
That's cool.
And it will work through Unidokkan, which allowing it to work through Unidokkan allows you to use the patches through the Unidokkan patcher to where you can have like, you know, the no hollow background and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's
And
sick.
that is also specifically safe as well. That's not, again, any mod is really, I guess, ban worthy. The fact of just trading or selling accounts is also TOS breaking. So and
Right.
all of it's TOS breaking in the end of the day.
Technically, YouTube videos are TOS breaking, so
Yeah. Showing your account, I believe, is something in the TOS or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why that's in there. That's dumb.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
why would you not go to your friends and be like, hey, look at this?
look at both the seller? No, ban.
No, you can't look at my phone. Get away. My precious.
To like fully answer your question about Trident, like I think like I was going on to say like my main reason for not like being skeptical about using it would be the fact like if I don't use it on my main, I'd have to essentially farm up an alternate account because you need units to like, unlock the units, right? To like change the units around, you need to have units there to begin with.
What Trident does is any locked card that you have, it will not change your locked cards into different units. Your locked cards will change into rainbow units, but it will not change the card specifically.
Okay.
And then the unlocked cards will all change, but if you have the card locked, it'll skip that card. So like you won't have two LR Brolys, for example.
Oh, that's okay. That's interesting.
So it'll see what cards you have. That way you have them. You don't need to have them changed again. So it'll skip them and continue to the next card, and so on and so forth.
So you could just do like friend summons for that.
Yeah.
You can. The only problem with that is because of multiple card names. The server sees the original card that you're using, not the changed one. So therefore, the original name of the card, like if you have two Cybermens, it won't let you do it. We're currently trying to work around that. The current workaround right now is sell any duplicate Rs, Ns, SRs that you have that you obviously you don't keep Rs and all Ns and all that stuff. Probably, I assume.
Yeah.
So sell them all the duplicates, but keep one of each. But keep one, and so and stuff like that. Like you should have a good amount after that anyway. But you know, it'll that way it'll kind of prevent that from happening.
Okay.
Also, the change injection, it does not change Kai's. It does not change the statues, because if it does change them, what you'll get is unteamable card error.
Yeah.
And so we basically have it skip any of those that are in your cards list. So it'll never change into it'll never change into those cards, and it'll never change those cards specifically.
Good plan. Good plan.
So,
although it used to work to where the Kai's used to have 100% in potential system and were rainbow.
That's funny.
Because they all have awakening IDs, and I don't know why.
Thank you, Dokkan.
I don't know why they made them have awakening IDs, unless there's a specific plan for that in the future.
Dude.
Maybe the awakening gets an SA raise of 2.
Dude.
I don't know.
That'd actually be really cool.
That would be sick.
I can't imagine they did it. But they could have just done it for no reason because it's Dokkan.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
But the title back in go ahead.
I was gonna say the change injection. I don't know if the other change injections do this or not, but it actually doesn't give you great apes.
What?
It'll give you transformations. It gives you some of the transformations, like all Mastered Ultra Instinct, SSBE Vegeta, like ones that actually have the normal stats. Anything like great apes that have, because they have like 50,000 in potential.
Yeah, that's right.
Or 50,000 stat wise, it doesn't give you that. One, because that's annoying to see in your cards list, and that just takes up space for other units that could have been there that are more useful. And also because you can use the great apes, but you can't team up most of them on the same team.
Interesting.
He means like the transform cards if you didn't catch what he meant.
Right.
Like the transform cards, like the great apes specifically, like great ape transformations. I think like the Demon King Piccolo, I think, has that same effect when he transforms, the World Tournament one.
You mean the Piccolo Jr.?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Piccolo Jr., Demon King, it's Piccolo.
Close enough. It's like you can't have the golden grade 8 baby LR because You can't really use them normally.
It used to do that. It actually used to give you the like it used to give you golden grade A baby LR, but because golden grade A baby LR has 50,000 stats, we removed any of that from happening, so that just doesn't take up any space.
Gotcha.
It doesn't mean the card can't activate that anymore. It's just not in the change section list anymore.
Gotcha. Fair
but
enough.
the card can still transform.
Okay.
But like LR Gogeta, LR Vegito, like the specific transformations, they're in the change section list if you want to never use them.
That's sick.
So I guess give my final answer. I would use it, but I would probably my big brain play using it would probably be like to farm up a new count with the bot. Just use all the stones for summons to get a bunch of cards, non-duplicates or whatever. Get max box space and then just change them all.
Yeah, don't even lock the cards anyway. Yeah, just let it all change.
Because my main,
if you got like multiple SSRs, lock one of them, and then let the others change.
Yeah. So I mean, like that account, I wouldn't even really
just feed them in or whatever.
I wouldn't really use that account more than just showcase anything. But like, my main concern was like I'd have to farm up an ult, but I forgot the bot existed, so that takes my worry away. Actually.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's technically no reason to really. Like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's no reason to use this on global, personally.
Just because JP has everything.
Unless global gets an exclusive, that'd only be the only time.
True.
I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas, but like...
Well, I mean, LR Broly came out on global first, so I mean, it's stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Dang. That was a lot of info that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Probably
one of my favorite podcasts.
Most people don't know this. It actually, in the change section right now, it'll tell you what card is being swapped and what cards have max potential, which all of them basically, but it says the change section will output maxing potential of this unit and then changing this unit from this unit to this unit. So it'll actually tell you what it's doing as it does it.
That's awesome. I will definitely check it out now because I want to see what that looks like.
I feel convinced now.
I feel you've sold me. Your time on the podcast.
Take your entire stock.
Yes. Give it all to me. I'm already in the Discord, so I'm already one step ahead in that regard.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that was great. Kayvon, what were you going to say?
I don't even know anymore.
Okay.
I think we've all said our piece.
Either way, thank you all for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I certainly did. Links to all of Hydros' projects, the Twitter, the YouTube, Trident Discord, links for some of the stuff that he talked about will all be in the description below if you want to check it out. Please do. As you've heard for the past 2 hours, our man is making big moves out here in the Dokkan modding community. Thank you very much for joining us, Hydros. We're glad you took the time to talk with us.
Anytime.
Yeah, appreciate it. And we gotta have a follow-up at this point. When we're far in the future, our dystopian Dokkan modding, we gotta hear more about it.
Hopefully Dokkan exists then.
Let's hope.
Even if it doesn't, we'll make our own at this point.
Yes, reality can be whatever I want. And on that note, thank you all for watching. From all of us here at the Extreme Z Podcast, thank you so much for watching.
See you guys.